Quartz countertops so you can upgrade your kitchen or bathroom now. From sleek, modern quartz to timeless granite, we have the perfect countertop to match your style and budget. And it's ready to take home today. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect countertop at the lowest price and get it home fast. Visit a location near you or shop online at thewindow.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
It's that time of year. School is back. Football is back. And better yet, Truck Month is back at O'Reilly Chevrolet. If you're looking for that perfect truck, we might have it. The Chevy Silverado, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Arizona for the last 3 years, is available right now. So see us at O'Reilly Chevrolet on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or go to O'Reilly.com. See us at O'Reilly Chevrolet during Truck Month, giving you more since 1924. Together, let's drive.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
You mean they don't use yesterday's newspaper?
No, they use the latest in technology and innovation to eliminate bugs, bees, termites, weeds, and more.
So no as seen on TV salt guns?
Nope, only solutions that target insect biology, using chemistry to help protect the environment, people, and their pets.
You are so smart.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
September is here, the kids are in school, football has started, and it's still hot in the old Pueblo. Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing is your trusted, local, and family-owned air conditioning and plumbing service provider. We have been serving Tucson and the surrounding areas for over 24 years. Call Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 or go to picturerockscooling.com to set up your next appointment online.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Bear down, Wildcats fans. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Brought to you by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed. Life well lived. This is the home of your Arizona Wildcats. Wildcats Radio 1290.
First and goal inside the 5. Fifita fakes the toss, wants to run it to the left, picks up a nice block, turns the corner at the 10, down to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
That's a big-time run by Noah Fifita and a great call by Seth Daggy. What a beautiful run by Noah Fifita as Arizona takes the lead.
Chase Brown in motion now, right to left. Play fake, back to throw. Has time. Throws it out on the flat. Caught by Brown. Can he get away? No! He's tackled for a loss. Back at the 35-yard line. Boy, what a beautiful play out there by Gavin Hunter. And how about that redshirt sophomore? All right, so it'll be 4th down and 9. And the punting unit comes out. There's the kick. And the ball fumbled, and Arizona recovers at the Kansas State 44-yard line. Not the deepest punt, but a big mistake there.
And the key to that play was the height on it. Because you're right, it wasn't an incredibly, far punt, but it hung up in the air, and it really forced him to run after that ball to try to field it. And while he was waiting for it, he had a hard time fielding it. Yeah.
23-17, Arizona Wildcats knock off the Kansas State Wildcats to move to 3-0 going into the bye week. This is what I'm talking about. We get 2 consecutive weekends off, and unlike last year, when we weren't feeling a whole lot good about ourselves going into the bye week and the off Saturday and then the bye week after a 31-7 loss at Kansas State, Arizona feeling much better about themselves now after a 23-17 win at the stadium over the Purple Cats from Manhattan. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. Top takeaways from this one. I thought coming out of this game, Arizona got the ball first. I thought they were playing a much faster than they had played in the first 2 games in terms of their offense. I mean, just rapid fire. We saw them lining up and going quickly, but this had a much different type of tempo to it as they went down on that first drive and unfortunately could not get the ball into the end zone and did not come away with points on a missed field goal. But I liked the flow. I liked the pace of this offense going into the game today. And the defense, I mean, again, it was time for them to answer whether they could do it against a really, really good team. And I thought that they did that in this ball game, just coming up with plays time after time after time. It'd be nice if, maybe some the defensive backs could catch a few of those passes and get a few more interceptions. Those interceptions I want to see. But it really just made Avery Johnson's life miserable all night long, except for the couple times he was able to find his guy, Jace Brown, in this ball game, who had 6 catches for 68 yards. I don't know why Avery Johnson is not running this year like he did 2 years ago when he was one of the best running quarterbacks in the Big 12. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know if it's this scheme that they've devised where they don't really want him to run the football. But the Wildcats did a great job of containing him when he did look to run tonight. What did he finish with? I think he finished with 13 yards total in the ball game, which was about his average. I think he came in averaging right around that. The special teams, we won't really talk about that tonight too much because it was not a great special teams night. Again, bad special teams can get you beat in a lot of these style games. And this was not their night. Muffed punt return, botched punt, 3 missed field goals, including one that could have sealed the ball game. So, yeah, that was really not what you want to see. 3 of 6, I think, was the final count for Michael Salgado Medina. We'll give him some grace on the one that was 62 yards, but you got to convert more of those. But overall, Wildcats get the win, and that's the most important thing, fellas.
Kansas State wasn't that good. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think they were as good as we thought they were going to be. We got another cleanup. We got to clean up a lot of stuff, and we still won against a better team than Hawaii and also a better team than Weber State. So that's a good thing. But we still got this team has got a lot of potential. And we're in the 3rd game of the season. We got to get off the potential and start progressing and getting better. We got to do, the holding calls are just like, I mean, come on, man. We got to get it done, man. We got to get it done on that. It's just not. Just watching that game, just thinking that we had their hands on their throat and we just let them get up. We could have choked them out right there. We could have really took it to them, and we just didn't.
And, I agree with you there, where we could have took it to them, and we could have put our foot on their throat, but we didn't, and that's football. I tell the little Pop Warner kids that's football. Things happen sometimes. These other kids get NIL deals too. They came out there. The coaches made a couple of adjustments, and they made a few plays, and they fought back. But I thought our team got a chance to show that they got fight in them too, and they don't give in. Like you said, you add 2 more field goals to this, or even maybe some scores down, closer to that goal line, then this doesn't look as close as it looks now. Actually, man, I was pretty excited for what I saw. You got a run game that you really didn't lean on, but you still got 200
yards.
Yeah, you still got 200 yards. And with that being said, I think Noah still threw 33 times. This was a game that he probably only needed to throw 20 times because I think that Kansas State has a huge hole in their defense as far as with the run game. And I think we could have really ran it down their throat the same way as Army did. And sometimes you got to say, you know what, even though I got a great quarterback on my team, this is what we have to do to
beat him like a baby.
To dominate this team. You don't even put yourself in a situation where you throw an interception versus this type of team. And then defensively, I thought those guys played their heart out. I mean, only give up 17 points. Of course, they got
and
put
7 of those on a short field.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Got put in some tough situations there, and they still battled down to the last second of forcing those guys to, have to get it in from the 1. So I think there's a lot of positives, especially going into a bye week for these guys to look at. And again, a lot of things you can go and look at on film and see that you can correct and understand that, hey, you got a chance to put yourself in a position early where you can be in bowl contention.
Yeah, and I think that, you know what? This defense has got linebackers. We have linebackers
They played
now.
a few more today.
What's that?
They played a few more today.
Yeah, we have linebackers now. We have linebackers.
And I'm going to tell you something else. We have linebackers. And if I'm a kid watching,
Yeah.
well, and I know a lot of the kids ain't watching because it was Friday night, right?
Yeah.
But if you get a chance to see this game and see how those guys are running around, you can get excited about finding a position to play in this defense because you don't have to just sit back like you're a 250-pound linebacker and wait on guys and still fold. They are attacking and coming downhill and forcing things to happen.
Yep.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. We'll get our first break in here. We'll come back and break everything down. We'll hear from the players. It was Ishmael Mahdi and Genesis Smith today. After the ball game in the interview room, the head coach of the Arizona Wildcats, Brent Brennan, will get his thoughts as well. We'll recap our keys to the game. We'll see if we beat the book in this one today, and a whole lot more scores. Not a lot of scores. It was not a good night for Colorado and a really bad night for UCLA.
Oh, my God.
You might get fired.
They might cancel that program.
He might be out tomorrow.
Yeah, he might be done.
Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Our Window Depot postgame coverage of Arizona football is just getting started. This is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. The postgame show is brought to you by Advantage Air Mechanical, Cactus Auto Company, Casino del Sol, Done Right Services, Drain Masters, First Chiropractic, Idaho Central Credit Union, Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, Royal GMC, Buick and Cadillac, Royal Kia, Royal Jaguar Land Rover, The Window Depot, Acclaimed Drain and Plumbing Solutions, Bear Down Roofing, Dorado Rock, Essential Pest Control, Goodfellas AC, Hughes Federal Credit Union, Johnson Manley Company, and by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived.
Sean Furrier here for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Whether you're new to Arizona or you've been driving here for decades, you're driving in the world's largest video game. Stopping, starting, turning, heating up, and cooling down. And that's just your afternoon commute. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care's 14 award-winning locations have been helping drivers just like you get home safely for over 60 years. With top quality tire brands, no hidden extras, and one low price. Jack Furrier has everything you need to stay in the game. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, since 1960, here to get you there.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of five-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Step into a world where rewards never end. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Every moment brings excitement. Every visit unlocks exclusive perks, free play, dining discounts, and more. From high-stakes action to luxurious experiences, your rewards grow with every play. Join today for endless benefits and unforgettable moments. Club Soul. Play more, earn more, experience more. Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Enterprise of the Boscoyaki Tribe.
Summer may be winding down, but the Arizona heat isn't going anywhere. Keep your AC strong through this endless summer with Rightway. When systems are pushed too hard, they fail, causing strange noises, unusual smells, or no cool air at all. Rightway is here with 15% off any AC repair to get you comfortable fast. Or be proactive and book your $65 AC tune-up today and avoid emergency breakdowns. Call 520-640-COOL or visit rightwayac.com.
Every day is a balancing act, with work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU. We're a credit union that has been helping members achieve financial success since 1940. In fact, we put members' success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tucson. Join us, ICCU.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
For over 30 years, Tucson has been putting its trust in First Chiropractic for auto and on-the-job injuries. They're locally owned and a proud sponsor of the U of A radio broadcast. So if you've been injured, make the right choice. First
Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
Discover your perfect vehicle at Cactus Auto, Tucson's trusted destination for certified pre-owned cars for over 30 years. They offer a wide range of certified pre-owned vehicles featuring the brands and models you love. Their finance experts are here to provide you with top dollar trade-in offers and help you find the best financing options, regardless of your credit history. With approved credit, enjoy no payments for up to 90 days. Trust Cactus Auto for quality, affordable pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, all backed by incredible savings and a 7-day exchange guarantee. Visit cactusauto.com.
ABC Water and Air, your local comfort experts. Proudly serving Tucson and surrounding areas with HVAC and plumbing services you can trust. Fast, affordable, and reliable. Got a breakdown? They guarantee service within 24 hours. From AC tune-ups to plumbing inspections and duct cleaning, they've got you covered. Ask them about their True Tune-Up Gold Package. It's more than just a checkup. Call 520-812-1597 or visit abcwaterair.com. ABC Water and Air, always bringing comfort.
Hi, this is Tim Couch, retired NFL quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, partner at Meridian Wealth Management, and proud member of Meridian's Tucson Advisory Business Council. It's my favorite time of year, college football season. I've always been a proud Wildcat. As our firm has grown in Tucson with Ruben and Natalie Fernandez, I now cheer on 2 Wildcats every year. My alma mater of Kentucky, of course, and our U of A Cats. Here's to a great football season, and go Cats.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
It's your time to shine. This is Desert Diamond Casino, the spot with Arizona's only hometown sportsbook, the hottest slots and tables, and off-the-charts energy you won't find anywhere else. Here, there's always a fun-filled, action-packed, downright unforgettable night right around the corner. So let your hair down, turn the sparkle all the way up. It's time to live the diamond life. Desert Diamond Casino.
An enterprise of the Donna Ogden Nation.
Our Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your host, David Kelly, the tight end, Glenn Howell, and the captain, Calvin Ifon.
Needs 16 yards here. Takes the snap, back to throw. Short pass, caught by Mahdi. Mahdi to the 50, Mahdi to the 45, Mahdi to the 40. Mahdi with a first down inside the 30-yard line. Ismail Mahdi. Cats win this game. He's Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week.
Boy, you took the words out of my mouth, man. Mahdi is playing his tail off. M in Mahdi stands for MVP. He is playing his tail off tonight. What a run by Ismail Mahdi. Catches the ball, breaks a tackle, and accelerates for the first
breaks
down.
a tackle?
Yeah, you're right. Multiple
tackles.
We saw Ismail Mahdi catch a screen pass and go for a touchdown last Saturday night in a win over Weber State, but that one right there was real impressive. 2 carries, 32 yards. That one went for 27. Guys, the burst he showed after he got that ball and hit the middle of the field, man, that was impressive right there.
Yeah, he put it on, and we got to give the strength and conditioning staff their speed guy too a little credit too, because our guys look fast. Our guys look fast. They look strong. They look like they can move. We play quick. We're a quick football team, which is really nice, and we're strong up front too. That's the thing that I really like, and I think you got to give the credit to the strength and conditioning staff.
Pretty impressive for sure. With again on the defensive side of the ball, the quickness that you're seeing from those guys. We kind of went over it in the pregame show. You weren't going to have Trey Smith in this ball game right away. Malachi Bailey on that first series comes out and gets a key tackle for loss. He had 1.5. The Wildcats had 9 TFLs in this game, and he had 1.5 of those. He's had a tackle for loss now in all 3 games for the Arizona Wildcats. Malachi Bailey really, I think, has been one of the keys. Again, not maybe a lot of tackles overall for him, but negative plays, that's what you want to see. And again, you're getting them from a bunch of different guys. It's not really just one guy. I think you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys who had at least a half a tackle for loss in this ball game tonight.
And to me, man, I mean, I don't know how you can even talk about TFLs right now without talking about big boy in the middle. I mean, Big Deshaun McKnight. Was it number 0 out there?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
2.5.
I mean, blowing things up in the middle, man. I mean, in the backfield, every other time you look up, aggressive. I mean, they did a great job in evaluating and bringing the guys in because these guys are coming in making plays, man. Like a lot of these guys was not here last year, man.
Yep. And as we were talking in the break,
2 guys for sure that were not here.
As we were talking in the break, is that T. Savea, he's taking up 2 or 3 guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's making he may not have all the stats, but he's still taking up 2 or 3 guys,
and that's so key for a defensive tackle.
It is key for him, and it's letting our linebackers run free and go and get some tackles.
Got to show our guy Joe Salavea some love on that D line. He been a little quiet. We ain't heard a lot about him, but he's putting in some work, man. Because this guy's on that front of that defense are looking great.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. Let's right now head back out to Arizona Stadium and hear from the players after the ball game. Ishmael Mahdi and Genesis Smith after a 23-17 Arizona win over Kansas State.
Questions for both. And then it worked in this game. There's a lot of adversity tonight. What did you guys think you showed in this matchup?
Like you said, just getting back to red line whenever adversity strikes. That was Coach Brennan's emphasis on this game. He knew adversity was going to strike. So just getting back to effort, 100, execution, prove it, and accountability. Whenever we messed up, just owning it and fixing it. And then it worked itself out from there.
Yeah, I piggyback off what he said, just adversity. I think that's the best thing that could have happened to us, just getting that adversity early on in the season and just responding, you know what I mean? Just responding to that. I think it was great that the way that the outcome went out. Obviously, we want to blow the team out, but I think that's good preparation for us to, just to feel that adversity when we're down, situations don't go our way, and we'll go out there and just respond with red line, so.
Genesis, you look like you were kind of in position to make a play on that 75-yard run, and I don't know, you took a misstep or missed the tackle or whatever. How good did it feel to redeem yourself?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. That was definitely sitting in the back of my mind. But like we said, how do we respond? Miss a play, miss a tackle. I got to respond. So I felt like I responded well. Got back to red line.
Right. Ismail, did this feel a little bit like some of those games you had at Texas State where you were getting the ball a lot? Did you feel tired at all?
Yeah, sure. It felt like the games at Texas State, just getting the ball, and I'm used to it. I played a lot of snaps in my career, so I'm used to what I just displayed out there. So.
Were you told that, because of injuries, that you were probably going to be getting a lot more carries than maybe you had in the first 2 games?
Yeah, it's part of it. Players get hurt, you got to step up. It's just the opportunity. So.
After giving up the 2 scores in the third quarter, the muffed punt, what was the message on the sideline? How did you guys rally each other just to stay poised, stay composed, and stay on top in the game?
Yeah, just responding, red line, just keeping our heads up. Everybody's telling everybody, keep your head up, we're good. We got each other's back. And Coach Brennan always emphasized that, just respond, red line. So.
Was that a message that came from Coach Brennan, or was that something that one of you guys said on the sideline?
One of us, and then Coach Brennan, obviously, he's going to say something, but it was one of the players said that. So.
Justin?
Genesis, you guys have faced different offenses through the first 3 games, but you guys have been so productive. What do you think has been the key to your success?
I feel like just living and dying by our mantra. Know what to do, how to do it, all 11 of the ball in a bad humor, and then keeping it out the end zone. I feel like just doing that each and every play is putting us in the best position for success.
One question for each. Genesis, you guys used kind of a different look on defense today with 4 linebackers out in the field a lot of times. What do you think that did?
I feel like just getting our best guys out there at all times, mixing and matching different personnel is great. Just how they can mix and match different personnel on offense, we can do the same on defense. So I feel like that was a very smart move by Coach G and the D staff.
Sure. And for Ishmael, the offensive line did a pretty good job in the run game tonight, opened all the holes for you. One of the biggest plays, though, was that check down and you ended up gaining a bunch of yards. What do you remember about that play?
Yeah, it was. I had a check D on that. Had protection first. My protections didn't come. Had my chip, and I just got out and just leak out for Noah. You know, it's third and long. Just whatever happens, he threw the ball to me, and I got it, and I got vertical, and I made a play.
Ismail, what do you think you guys have shown offensively through the first 3 games of the season?
That we play fast, and we believe in each other. Coach Day believe in us. He's doing a great job putting the skilled players in a great position to make plays. I mean, this is one of the best OCs I've been around. He's doing a great job finding the playmakers to make plays, and we're staying together. I feel like this is the most committed offensive group that I've been with. Player-wise, we're player-led. We push each other and stuff like that. It's been great to be with this offense.
And in Genesis, I think Kansas State was like 3 for 17 on 3rd and 4th down plays. Why do you guys think you were so successful there?
I feel like just how we emphasize it through the week, knowing what's coming before it happens with down and distance, just everyone reiterating the down and distance, and then just getting off the field. That's a championship down. We got to get off the field. So I felt like we did well in that.
Noah accounted for 2 touchdowns with his legs tonight. For Ismail, what does it mean that you have your quarterback who can also score and kind of take some of that pressure off of you?
Yeah, that's lethal. So they gotta account for him. You know, he's a baller. I love that guy. He plays great, and just be able to use his feet. You know, they got DNs got to read him. They just can't focus on the run. So it's very important. He's doing a great job.
And then for either of you or for both of you, some of us were kind of calling this game a prove-it game this week. Were those conversations that you guys were having? Did you feel that way? And now that you've come out on top, do you feel like you've proved something to the rest of the conference?
Yeah, for sure. We know this game is going to be a little bit tougher compared to our first couple of games, but each and every game faces opponent. We're going to attack our preparation the same each and every day. So I felt like we did that, and the result showed.
Yeah, just attack our preparation. No matter it's the Chicago Bears, no matter it's Tucson High, we're going to go out there and play the brand of football that we play, and that's Red Line. So.
Genesis, do you think last year's team would have responded in the same way that this year's team did? Does what you guys did out there maybe show some growth and maturation?
Oh, yeah, I feel like there's definitely been a lot of growth this year as far as responding. It's showing out there. I mean, the only thing you can do is compare games if we responded last year or not, and then see how we're responding now this year. So I feel like the tape shows.
How was it seeing Traden Stukes get back into the game?
That's my guy. I was super happy to be out there with him. Wish he was out there more, but I know Gavin Hunter, he's going to hold it down. So, and Gav's really, really, really stepped up. So I'm proud of both of them, and I know we got a lot of dogs in the secondary.
Ryan, for both of you, how important is it to have this bye right now to kind of give yourself an opportunity to regroup and recover and all that?
Yeah, I think it's very important to get out there and just take care of our bodies and mentally, just taking care of our bodies, rest, recover, and just focus on everything mentally. So.
Did the Cats beat the spread? It's time to find out how we bet the book and if we beat the book. Bet the Book is sponsored by Casino del Sol. Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
23-17, the final. Arizona knocks off Kansas State. Wildcats came into this contest as a 1.5-point underdog to the Wildcats from Manhattan. Everybody took Arizona and that 1.5 points. Winning tickets there. The over-under on this one tonight was 54.5. 23 plus 17 equals 40, if my UI math is correct.
They did it, baby.
So everybody took the under on that. Everybody gets 2 winning tickets for the first time this season. Steak dinners in B. There we go.
Did the Cats beat the spread? It's time to find out how we bet the book and if we beat the book. Bet the Book is sponsored by Casino del Sol. Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf. Bet the Book is sponsored by Casino del Sol. Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
At O'Reilly Chevrolet, we love trucks. We love them so much, as a matter of fact, that we've dedicated an entire month to them. And during Truck Month, right now, you can pick up a Chevy Silverado, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Arizona for the past 3 years. So what are you waiting for? Check us out at O'Reilly Chevrolet on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or go to O'Reilly.com. See us today and get that new truck at O'Reilly Chevrolet, giving you more since 1924. Together, let's drive.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
September is here. The kids are in school, football has started, and it's still hot in the old Pueblo. Picturock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing is your trusted, local, and family-owned air conditioning and plumbing service provider. We have been serving Tucson and the surrounding areas for over 24 years. Call Picturock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 and go to picturockscooling.com to set up your next appointment online.
Picturock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Back your hometown favorite. Get your very own exclusive University of Arizona debit card from Hughes Federal Credit Union. Pair your new card with a free checking account that earns dividends with no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and convenient 24/7 online and mobile banking. Visit one of our 7 convenient branch locations to get your card instantly or open an account online at hughesfcu.org/wildcats. Show your Wildcat spirit all year long with Hughes Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rocking K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Visit Lennar's 2 communities in Rocking K, with home savings up to $25,000 and limited time interest rate and closing cost incentives on select move-in ready homes. LiveRockingK.com. Designed by nature. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Hi, this is Peter Costa, former governor of the New York Stock Exchange and proud member of the Advisory Business Council with Meridian Wealth Management. One thing I've learned over 40 years on the floor is the value of a trusting relationship with your financial advisor. After all, everyone is a genius when the markets are going up, but when they drop, that's when the guidance of a professional is most important. For more information about Meridian, call 719-1433 or visit online at meridianwealthllc.com.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
You mean they don't use yesterday's newspaper?
No, they use the latest in technology and innovation to eliminate bugs, bees, termites, weeds, and more.
So no as seen on TV salt guns?
Nope, only solutions that target insect biology, using chemistry to help protect the environment, people, and their pets.
You are so smart.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
Advantage Air Mechanical, the team you can trust. Call 792-9400.
When it comes to the comfort and indoor air quality of your home and office, Advantage Air Mechanical has you covered. Breathing healthy air and having reliable air conditioning is important. If you or someone you know is in need of air conditioning services or a new system installation, we are here to help. Advantage Air Mechanical, 792-9400. AZROC 214570.
All right, she's inside. Are you good?
Yeah. It's just, she's my baby girl, you know?
I do, and ceramic coating was a good choice.
She's beautiful.
Yep, I know.
Recon Auto Detailing. Enhance or restore your baby to her former glory with paint recondition, ceramic coating, paint protection, tinting, and more for full protection of your vehicle inside and out. New cars, old cars, we love them all. Recon Auto Detailing, 3829 North Oracle Road, Tucson. ReconDetail.com.
Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Always trust the big guy. Mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair at CoolWillies.com. Cool Willie's is proud to be a partner of the University of Arizona Wildcats radio broadcast. 2 powerful teams working hard for you to get the job done right every day. Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Big enough to help, small enough to care. Remember to mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair. CoolWillies.com.
Bear down, Wildcats fans. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Brought to you by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed. Life well lived. This is the home of your Arizona Wildcats. Wildcats Radio 1290.
First and goal inside the 5. Fifita fakes the toss, wants to run it to the left, picks up a nice block, turns the corner at the 10, down to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
That's a big-time run by Noah Fifita and a great call by Seth Dagey. What a
Fifita, and now shifts Mahdi just offset to the right. Fifita's going to keep it now. He's going to run it. He's down to the 1, to the goal line, but he's not in. They're going to mark it just inside the 1. It'll be 4th and goal.
They got to go for this.
Previous play is under further review.
But did the ball cross the plane? That's what the fans are cheering now.
It's close.
After further review, the runner had the ball in possession and it broke the plane of the goal line for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona. Noah Fifita, second of the night.
Let's go. That's a big-time play. Again, Noah Fifita, heady, sticking the ball out. He saw that he was in their grasp, and he reached that ball out. And give the replay booth and the officials a lot of credit right there, because I didn't see that at all from up here.
I thought that was a great way to describe what Noah Fifita did in this ball game tonight. His play was just very heady. I mean, that scramble run for the touchdown, his decision to turn it up and go. I just thought, again, he had more incompletions in the passing game than he had completions, but I just thought he commanded things today. And we'll go back and look at the tape and see what he may have missed out there in terms of those 17 completions. But I thought that overall Noah was in complete control tonight. He was the guy, obviously, more determined to run in this contest. 15 carries, 65 yards gain. Now, he did lose 17 on sacks and whatnot, so he finished 15 carries for 48 yards with 15 being his long. But I just thought Noah's ability to push the ball up the field with his legs, and I don't really like that from my quarterbacks, them running a whole lot. I thought he took an unnecessary hit last week in the game against Weber State, but was much more mindful of getting down when he needed to get down in this game.
I think he was very mindful. I thought he got down and protected himself a ton better than the weeks before. I think he's been getting that pounded in his head that we need to have him upright, man. We need to have him here for us, on that offense. And I think he did a great job of just not making sure he wasn't going to get hit hard.
And I was wondering, I think I told you guys, and I specifically said to DK, I said, man, this offense coming in with Seth from Marshall, the quarterback does the majority of the running around the goal line. And as you notice, when we didn't run the quarterback around the goal line, it was tough for us to score.
Sure.
And when you run the quarterback, you get what we call +1 football, because now you get the quarterback as a runner and the running back as a blocker. So that's that added guy. So that's why a lot of the times he was free, getting through there, and it looks, pretty easy, but again, dangerous, because, now it's on tape that he will run, and the other teams are going to be looking for him. So he's going to have to, they're going to be headhunting, and he's going to have to really make sure, because, I don't know about the backup quarterback. So he's going to have to really take care of himself, because I guarantee you now, with them seeing him run the ball the way he was, because, as good as Ismail ran the ball today, if Noah don't run the ball, we don't win.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that inside the 20, we were having I thought we had my opinion that I thought we had some issues of play calling inside the 20, what we were going to, try to get going, or I didn't understand any concepts, what they were trying to do. The way they were going way outside, and then maybe why not hit the gut, go and hit it up the middle like we were hitting it so well and during the game, and we just didn't do that. And I thought that the play calling could have been a little bit better inside the 20, and use the tight end. There was a tight end. I know we got a touchdown called back, but use the tight end.
That's 3 touchdowns now. That's 3 touchdowns in 2 games.
Yeah,
that have been called back because of holding. Rhino struggled obviously again. tonight. He's still trying to find it, but it wasn't just him. There was a lot of, I think Buchanan had a holding penalty.
Yep.
Kayana DeCamber had one. Chuba, I think, also had one. So
Chuba's was not even, that wasn't a freaking hold. Chuba just pushed him out of the way.
Pushed him out, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
5 times but you mentioned 5 times in the red zone tonight. All 5 they got points all 5 of the times, but just 2 touchdowns to 3 field goals. You'd like to flip that maybe 3-2, maybe even 4-1, obviously, and get into the end zone a little bit more. All right, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Let's get to the phones and start things out with Phil. You're on Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day, the post-game show after a 23-17 Arizona win over Kansas State.
Gentlemen, it's good to be a Wildcat.
It is.
For a lot of us, we were looking at this game as an opportunity to kind of go to say, well, let's see what we got. Well, you know what? You guys have said it, and I just want to reiterate it, that for sure, defense won this game. The Wildcat defense won this game. Offense, I think the good news is we have a bye coming up. So there's going to be a lot of film to look at. Defense is going to be able to make some changes. Offense, especially the offensive line, they had too many penalties. 5 of those penalties were from the same position. When 59 was taken out, then 75 came in. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the names.
Ty Buchanan.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys had 5 penalties. That can be fixed. That can be remedied, But other than that, you know what? This was a heck of a game. You guys have mentioned it. Other people have mentioned it as far as hats off to the entire staff getting these guys prepared. I keep hearing them say red line. That must be, that's their code, and whatever it is, they showed it work tonight, and hats off to them. Yeah, the other thing, too, about Fifita and his passing, how many misses were there in this game today?
Yeah, drops.
Yeah, drops.
Yeah, it was
drops.
not.
Yes,
I think it was like 5.
He may have had a couple bad throws, but from my perspective, there was 5. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
5 drops, I think it was.
Yeah. That's
Watley
and
had
all of those could have
Watley
been
had at
game
least
changers.
2. Hunter had 1.
Yeah,
that
and
I
they
can
were right
remember.
there. Good throws, I thought.
Yep. Anyway, but that's why they play the game. That's why we love watching games like this, and bear down. Love what you guys do. Thank you. And I'm the brother of Paul. You guys know Paul.
Oh,
Paul,
yeah,
absolutely.
He's traveling right now with somebody new for him. So they probably aren't listening to the radio. So when you get a chance to talk to him, you can scold him.
I think he owes me. I think he owes me a beer at the Cardinals game on Sunday.
Bingo. You can tell that. You can tell. Hey, your brother Phil said that you're going to buy me a beer.
There you go.
You guys, God bless you. It'll be great to be just kind of basking in this one tomorrow, watching other games happen, and thank God we have a bye coming up, because you know what? It's no, I'm not going to say it. That bye. I was going to predict like future season records. No, I'm not going to do that. But this bye comes at a perfect time. So I think it's going to be fun to see what we see in 2 weeks.
I can't wait. Iowa State right now, which I think is the best team in this conference right now. So you get to go on the road. You get to go on the road to a strong environment and see what you can do there. That's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
And you got 2 weeks to prepare for it. Even better. Give Danny and Seth 2 weeks to prepare for it. That's even the best part.
Yeah. And the other thing that I think is going to be absolutely amazing too about it is that that'll be the first road game, and you guys who've lived this, you understand. It's one thing to prepare for for these first 3 games, and you're you're into it, and you're promoting each other, and you got each other's back. But man, going off on the road, you talk about developing team community. Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo.
It absolutely is.
You know, so
especially going to a place you've never been.
Well, that's I hadn't even thought about that one. Yeah.
The last time we were there was 1960, I think.
At Iowa State?
Wow.
Yeah. And what was it? I heard that 3 in a row, this being 3 in a row, we haven't seen that since 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. Hey, gentlemen, thank you for what you do. God bless you. Everybody have a great weekend.
Thanks.
Thank you,
I'm
Phil.
out.
Phil, we appreciate you.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget to get that beer for my brother.
Oh, I absolutely will. I absolutely will. Thank you so much for calling, Phil. All right, let's get station identification here. You are listening to Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day, the post-game show after a 23-17 win by the Arizona Wildcats over the Kansas State Wildcats. KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus Media Station. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com. We are your home for Arizona athletics. This is Wildcats Radio 1290. All right, let's head back down to the stadium. I think there was a little bit of a celebration in the locker room.
Greatest song ever.
Yeah, that's what I like right there.
I love that song.
Hey, you know the best thing about it, DK? 2 weeks you get to chill, so you're gonna get to hit the books hard. You're gonna be going to class. Everybody going to class.
Yeah,
everybody going to class because they're gonna be
because they won. That's right, because they got their stuff on.
They're gonna be wearing the Arizona football shirts and everything. Boy, they ain't missing no class because you want all that love.
I'm telling you.
When you lose, DK, you kind of you don't want to be seen on camera. But when you win, it's gonna be walk-ons and dudes not playing. Everybody gonna be trying to get some love.
There you go. The parties will be good tonight for sure. All over campus. It'll be a good Friday night. All right, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Much more coming up for you straight ahead. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. Arizona Wildcats beat the Kansas State Wildcats 23-17, 3-0 heading in to the bye week. You are listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the shadows of your bathroom comes a villain with 2 pinchers, 1 stinger, and 0 respect for your home.
Scorpions can make your home feel like a scary movie. At Blue Sky Pest Control, we rewrite the script. We keep scorpions out of your home so your story stays drama-free. Call Blue Sky Pest Control today. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, scorpions.
Wow, this is bad.
Oh no, how bad? When will my AC be fixed?
You know, I don't know. It's your flux capacitor. They don't make them anymore. Special order. Couple grand easy.
Oh my God, what?
Don't get air-conned into paying for shoddy service and stuff you don't need. Put Goodfellas on the job. Goodfellas AC will repair or install your AC the right way the first time. You'll know up front exactly what it'll cost and how long it'll take. No surprises and free second opinions. Good service, good prices, Goodfellas.
The days of waiting weeks or even months for new countertops is over. The Window Depot has a wide selection of in-stock granite and quartz countertops so you can upgrade your kitchen or bathroom now. From sleek, modern quartz to timeless granite, we have the perfect countertop to match your style and budget. And it's ready to take home today. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect countertop at the lowest price and get it home fast. Visit a location near you or shop online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Ready to score a new vehicle? Whether you are looking for a new car, truck, or electric vehicle, at Royal Kia, we know exactly what you want. A quality vehicle at a great price and to be treated fairly. We stand by our transparent online pricing, offer a 72-hour buyback guarantee, and you work with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $589 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus, or royalkia.com.
Every day is a balancing act, with work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU. We're a credit union that has been helping members achieve financial success since 1940. In fact, we put member success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tucson. Join us, ICCU.
Broadway in Tucson presents the 20th anniversary season featuring 7 Tucson premieres, including Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Hell's Kitchen, Moulin Rouge, The Wiz, Back to the Future, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and more. Secure your signature season tickets today and get the best seats at the lowest prices. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and secure your 2025-2026 season tickets today.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
First Chiropractic is pleased to announce that Access Health Plans now cover chiropractic care. A referral by your PCP is required. For more information, go to firstchiro.com, the most trusted name in chiropractic care. A proud U of A radio sponsor.
First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
Ugh, no, not the sink. Not now.
Plumbing issues can put your life on pause. But with anytime emergency scheduling, the Neighborly Done Right promise, and more, Mr. Rooter Plumbing will have your life flowing again in no time.
All fixed.
Much better.
Mr. Rooter is proud to cheer on the Cats. Mention this ad for 10% off any plumbing service. A win for the whole family. Bear down, Arizona.
Mr. Rooter Plumbing, a neighborly company.
Discover Rocking K, a community designed by nature, built for you. Embrace the beauty of the Rincon Mountains' high desert foothills. Explore natural open space, a network of connecting trails, and a community park. Bordering Saguaro National Park, Rocking K is conveniently located to our region's major employers and nationally recognized Vail School District. Tour 10 model homes by 4 award-winning builders and discover why more people are calling Rocking K home. LiveRockingK.com. Proud sponsor of the U of A radio broadcast.
Bear down, Wildcats fans. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Brought to you by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed. Life well lived. This is the home of your Arizona Wildcats. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Left, play fake, back to throw, has time, throws it out on the flat, caught by Brown. Can he get away? No! He's tackled for a loss, back at the 35-yard line. Boy, what a beautiful play out there by Gavin Hunter. Offense is going to stay out there on 4th down and 6. So here you go for the Arizona defense. Empty set, now Brown in motion, left to right. Avery Johnson out of the shotgun, will take the snap, back to throw, fires, and it's incomplete. Down to the 35-yard line. Cats will take over. Again, the defense rises to the occasion. Javion Cole had the big pick last week. Makes the big defensive play there. Needs 16 yards here.
3 for 17 were the Kansas State Wildcats on the conversion downs in this ball game. 3 for 13 on 3rd down, 0 for 4 on 4th down. 3 for 17. That's a number you can be happy about if you're an Arizona Wildcat defensive player as well as an Arizona Wildcats fan. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. It is hour number 2 of the post-game show. I'm David Kelly. We're joined by Kelvin Ifan. He is the captain from 1998. We've also got Glenn Howe, the tight end, 1985. We'll take some more of your calls as well. We still got the coach straight ahead. We'll hear from Brent Brennan, as well as review our keys to the game what we thought Arizona needed to do to win this game tonight. Let's go back to the phones, though, and hear from Doug in Tucson. You're on Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day, the postgame show.
Hey guys, bear down. That's great to be back for another football season with you guys. Kelvin, Glenn, great to talk to you guys. I thought it was really appropriate that on Throwback Night, they called it Throwback Night, or what do they call it?
Retro
night
Night.
Retro Night. That we played some Tommy ball out there, I thought, at times, fourth and short, punt the ball and play field position, win it with defense, run the ball. I thought that it was good to see that we could play that style. We didn't have to be, the air raid kind of Wild West, throwing it all over the place. And we did mix it up pretty well. But I thought that was great to see that we could win a gritty kind of football game tonight.
Well,
and of course, the defense. The defense sealed the deal for us.
Yeah, the way, and especially I think after that last missed field goal, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, because this is a Kansas State team, even though they had not maybe played well all night long, they know how to win these types of games late. I think Brian said during the broadcast they have 5 last drive victories in the last 2 or 3 years or something of that nature. So they were very certainly capable of going down and getting that last touchdown to win. But the Wildcats defense, I thought that was the final test of the evening on that last drive, and they passed it for sure.
Coming down the home stretch of that game had 24-23 written all over it. And
exactly.
I don't know if Kelvin or Glenn remembers from way back in the day, but we had a game against Stanford where I think it was like tied at 21. We go up like 24-21, and then we're trying to like punch it in to really cement the game, but instead we settled for a field goal. Let's say I think it was like 27-21, and then of course Stanford came down and scored a touchdown, and they win at like 28-27. And it's the same kind of deal. Like up 6 is better than up 3 because you force them to go the full length of the field, but you don't want to be in a situation where your opponent has one play away from winning the game.
And one of the things that you look at a good defense, and one of the characteristics of a good defense is that they don't panic on third and crucial. I thought that we didn't panic at all, and as we lined up, I was watching as we lined up for those plays and the fourth down plays, we didn't look like we were like disheveled. We looked like we were in place, ready to go, snap the ball. And I think that's a good sign that we have that our defense is doing now. And I think Danny Gonzalez and everything, just like Genesis said, we were prepared. We almost knew what they were doing. And that's just preparation.
There was one play late in the fourth quarter on defense where I thought we played a little bit prevent, a little bit soft. We only brought 3 guys, and I think they needed 4 yards, and we kind of gave them the 5-yard pass or something like that. But other than that, I thought we kept the pressure on very well. I think it would be a false narrative to say that this game was all about the defense, because in that first half, the offensive stats were just comical. It was like something like 270 yards for us to like 44 yards of offense for them late in the second quarter. So, we started out like gangbusters, and I thought it was some of the best football we've played in a long time. But then the second half, not that things fell apart. We still stuck with the run for the most part. But I thought we got a little predictable. And then I thought that it was really obvious that K-State was bringing the heat, blitzing and just bringing a lot of bodies, putting pressure on Noah. And I thought we didn't necessarily respond very well with our play calling on some of that. Trying to get rid of the ball a little bit faster, or maybe mix up the run plays a little bit. Not running into the pile so much. One of the complaints I've had throughout the years, and this goes back to the 80s, 90s, whatever you want, is that it seems like, and it's probably not just Arizona, I see it with all levels of football, after you've had huge, let's say, third down conversion on offense, and now, or even a fourth down conversion, and you're like, okay, thank goodness, we've got a new set of downs. Or you just got an enormous stop on defense, and you flip the field, or you got the ball back. That first play, I swear, 90% of the time, it's a white bread run up the middle. And it just seems like that really sets up your next series of downs where you're kind of fighting from behind.
That's why
I just like to see a little more creativity on those plays.
That's why I thought, and I think Kelvin disagreed with me, or somebody disagreed with me I loved that they took that shot down the field after the muff punt. I texted to the guys. I said, take that shot right now, which they did in that instance. They didn't complete the pass, but I liked that they tried to go for the jugular right there in that instance.
Well, was that the time where they ended up passing 5 times in a row?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. And my thing here is, as to me as a football player, and then maybe as a running back, and I want to get the clock back going. I want to abuse the defense a little bit. And it may be a 2-yard run. It may be a 3-yard run to the average person watching. But I'm hammering. We got to hammer on them a little bit before we go to the pass. Yes, it's nice when you get the turnover. And we call it sudden change, right? When you get a big turnover and you get the ball and you go over the top. And yes, sometimes it works. And it works to pull the defense back a little bit so they open up the run a little bit. But it's also an attitude play. You're doing an attitude play,
play the mindset.
where you're trying to let your offensive linemen fit up on those guys and knock them off the ball, and just kind of getting that attitude going of that you're a physical team. Because I still believe to be a championship team, you have to have that physical presence.
No, I'm not looking for us to be doing any passing there in the last 2.5 minutes. But we had 2 possessions where we had an enormous 4th down stop. I think it was, got the ball back with like 2:20 left. We did make them use up their last 2 timeouts, but we basically only got 20 seconds off the clock, and maybe moved the ball 5 yards.
Yeah,
that was pretty bad. And then we finally get another stop, so we got to kick it. We missed the kick, I think it was, did we make that one?
The one at the end. The one at the end they missed. Well,
the one at the very end. Yeah. So then we get the ball back for our last series of downs, not counting a kneel down. And we kind of did the same thing, just kind of run it into the pile. So I'm not saying, start airing out the ball and risk a turnover, but I think, a little, I love that pitch out to the left that they did on one of those plays. Or just, I don't know, just an end around or something a little bit more creative than just running it right into the pile on some of those.
Doug, I agree with a lot of stuff you say. I don't agree with you this time. Okay. Not at all. Not at all.
That's right. I've never been there. So I
disagree with you, Doug. I understand the creative play. I tell my son it's cool having all those gadget plays and all that stuff, but you go look at the championship teams, brother, and tell me that's what they're doing.
No, they're going.
No, they just line up and say we're going to run it.
Go look at the championship teams. I understand when you're not on the championship level and you're trying to create these offenses. The championship teams, man, they say, "Hey, this is what we do it, and here we come."
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
fact. They're pointing over there. This is where we go. Right here.
It's just like that, So I do understand.
I hear you.
I do understand.
Well, I mean. Yeah, the thing is, a first down ends the game, and that's all I wanted to see. And if you're only running it up the middle for 2 yards, it probably, it's sending a statement of some kind, but you still got 8 yards to go. And I don't know.
That clock moving too, though.
The clock helped. Yeah, it does help. I thought, Salgado Medina had a kind of a tough game. I'm glad he got that out of his system in a win. Because we're going to need him to make some of those as we get into these big games the rest of the season.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent, but not tonight.
Got plenty of leg. He's got plenty of leg.
He's got to get it straight.
Straight.
Now the guy that's doing the kickoffs, I mean, he just boots it like a mile. That thing has no chance of ever being returned. Does he do place kicks as well? Or field goals as well?
He does.
He could. Okay. I mean, he did. I think he did at his last school, but I don't know that. Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's third. He's the third string kicker.
Yeah.
So he's not the accuracy kicker.
Yeah, Tyler Prayson would be number 2 if anything happened to Salgado Medina.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we'll stick behind the guy, and I think he'll probably win some games for us. But that was a little frustrating because any 3 points tonight, on the board, we don't have to sweat it out down the stretch. But really fun experience. I thought the school did a really good job with the drone show.
That was cool. That was cool.
Entertainment. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
So for people that didn't get to see it in person, shame on you, because what else were you doing in Tucson on a Friday night? Get out there. But thank you guys for the time. It's good talking to you again.
Always good.
Appreciate it, Doug. Thank you very much. That's Doug in Tucson. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Let's chat with Howie. Howie, you're on Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day, the postgame show.
How's it going?
Good, Howie. How are you?
Really good. Kelvin, you finally get revenge with with Deshaun Foster. I don't think he's going to be around much.
Yeah, we were saying that earlier. I said, yeah, he might get the can after today, man. I don't know how much more that they can take.
Oh, I listened to their podcast, the UCLA podcast. Those guys are livid. Hey,
let them be livid, Howie.
I know. It's about
we got
time.
an SC guy in there, so
I thought we played a good game. The offensive line needs some work. I don't want to beat a dead horse with the penalties, but also that snap to the punter. I was watching that. That thing was so low, it was ridiculous. That's about the only thing that I would really harp on is taking the offensive line, pulling them aside, and going through the basics. Yeah,
I had the D. I had the special teams getting a D, but I upped it to a C- after Patterson's return had that one nice little return, so I ended up giving him a C- on the night.
That punter, the ball hit him in the worst place, didn't it? The hands,
yeah,
right?
hit him right
in the worst place ever.
He took his eyes off of the ball.
He took it off for a second there, man. But yeah, that ball hit him in the hands, man. I'm looking at a replay now.
Yeah, that first 2 minutes of the third quarter was like disaster city,
At least we didn't fold. That's the thing. We didn't fold. Because we could have folded, man. We could have just oh, here we go. And right? And we fought back.
Yeah. Well, you guys got to pray for me because I'm going to watch the Duck. I got to watch the Ducks play Northwestern in Evanston tomorrow. That should be another one of those 60-0 games.
Is Northwestern that bad this year?
Yeah, well, they're better. I think they're better than they've been, but I don't know if they're real good.
God. They're building a new stadium. They're finally getting rid of that old piece of crap by the lake, and they're building it'll be smaller than their other one, but I don't think it's going to be ready until next year. Yeah.
They definitely have the money.
Yeah. But it was a good win. It was a good win. I liked it when Maldonado got pushed out of bounds. That was kind of poetic justice on that.
What did he end up? I didn't even see what his numbers did.
8.
Let's see. Gunner ended up with 2 tackles, so he's now got 6 in 4 games.
Got Naldi on that long run.
Maudie, yeah, he caught him.
He caught him on that long run. Because I was right there on that sideline watching that, and he just barely got him, man. Because I think if Maudie would have cut back across the field, he wouldn't have got him. That would have been a touchdown.
Hey, what do you think about the name of Iowa State quarterback? He sounds like a boxer. Rocco Mesh or whatever.
Rocco Beck, I think. Is it
Beck,
Rocco Beck? Yeah, Rocco Beck.
I think that's Beck's son, the guy that was the O-lineman. Isn't he?
NFL O-lineman?
Yeah, NFL O-lineman.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
A Beck.
Yeah. Yeah, he's supposed to be pretty good,
Yeah, he is
we'll
good.
See.
He is good. That team is good. Iowa State is good.
Yep.
And then when you play in Iowa and Ames, it's going to be sold out. It's going to be packed. It's going to be a different, hostile environment there.
Yeah.
Which is great to play in, I think. I think it's great to play in.
Yeah, his dad, Anthony, played in the Anthony Beck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I went to Drake for 2 years, and that rivalry between Iowa State and Iowa is pretty intense. It used to be like what Oregon State was when we had the Pac-12,
Yeah, they beat up Iowa though.
Yep. Yeah, they won.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
going to
be. I think Iowa State's the best team in the Big 12 right now.
Yeah. Could be. Well, it's always a pleasure talking to you guys.
Hey, enjoy
Kelvin,
Oregon Northwestern.
Oh, God.
It's never a post-game show without Howie calling.
Exactly.
I know. That's why I call you guys, to get my heart rate up at night. Hey, take care.
All right, see you next time. Appreciate it, Howie. That is Howie up in Oregon. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Well, we'll get to all of your calls, so hang on the line. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day. It is the post-game show after a 23-17 Arizona win over Kansas State, along with Kelvin Ifan and Glenn Howe. My name is David Kelly. You are listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Our Window Depot postgame coverage of Arizona football rolls on. This is Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day. The postgame show is brought to you by ABC Heating and Cooling, Arizona Commercial Lighting, Blue Sky Pest Control, Broadway and Tucson's 20th anniversary season, Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing, First Choice Pools, Goldberg and Osborne, The Injury Lawyers, Gospel Rescue Mission, Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates, O'Reilly Chevrolet, Shamrock Heating and Cooling, Showtime Sports Cards, Tucson Appliance Company, JT Auto, Lexus of Tucson, Mr. Rooter, Recon Auto Detail, Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Rocking K, a master planned community designed by nature, and by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed, life well lived.
Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Always trust the big guy. Mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair at coolwillies.com. Cool Willie's is proud to be a partner of the University of Arizona Wildcats radio broadcast. Two powerful teams working hard for you to get the job done right every day. Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Big enough to help, small enough to care. Remember to mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair. coolwillies.com.
The garage is more than a place to park your car. It holds prized possessions, and for most, it's a bustling entryway to the home. That's why LiftMaster designed the first ever opener with a built-in wide-angle camera and two-way audio, so you can see what matters and secure what's inside. Ensure your family and prized possessions are secure with a reliable garage door opener that's built to last and powered by MyQ for smartphone control. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit kaisergarage.com to learn more.
JT Auto, where customers are family. Trust your vehicle to JT Auto professional and reliable automotive repair and maintenance services. JT Auto is conveniently located off Fort Lowell and Country Club. Open Monday through Friday. JT Auto is a full-service auto shop with satisfaction guaranteed, offering you the best in tires and wheels, auto repair, oil changes, computer diagnostics, suspension and brake service, and heating and AC. Bring your car to JT Auto, where customers are family. 623-7066. That's 623-7066.
Step into a world where rewards never end. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Every moment brings excitement. Every visit unlocks exclusive perks, free play, dining discounts, and more. From high-stakes action to luxurious experiences, your rewards grow with every play. Join today for endless benefits and unforgettable moments. Club Soul. Play more, earn more, experience more. Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Enterprise of the Bosco Yaqui Tribe.
From offices and warehouses to retail spaces and restaurants, the right lighting transforms your environment. At Arizona Commercial Lighting, we've been proudly locally owned and operated for nearly 40 years. Our extensive inventory of in-stock lighting solutions is designed to meet both commercial and residential needs, with quality, variety, and value you won't find anywhere else. Visit us at 1436 East 17th Street. Be sure to ask about available TEP rebates. Arizona Commercial Lighting, powering business through precision lighting.
A proud sponsor of the University of Arizona radio broadcast.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of five-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Ready to score a new vehicle? Whether you are looking for a new car, truck, or electric vehicle, at Royal Kia, we know exactly what you want. A quality vehicle at a great price and to be treated fairly. We stand by our transparent online pricing, offer a 72-hour buyback guarantee, and you work with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $589 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus, or royalkia.com.
Do you trust those in charge of your financial future? Trust is founded on 3 core principles: competence, honesty, and benevolence. Those making decisions about your financial future should always place your best interest ahead of their own. I'm Natalie Fernandez-Lee, and at Meridian Wealth Management, fostering trusted relationships with our clients is our top priority. Call us at 719-1433 or visit meridianwealthllc.com to learn more today.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Get your backyard summer ready with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you want to dive in this summer, now is the time to visit TucsonPoolBuilder.com. First Choice Pools for installs, renovation, remodeling, and repair. Get started today at TucsonPoolBuilder.com. Ask about our 60-day pool. To be summer ready, First Choice is the only choice.
Summer may be winding down, but the Arizona heat isn't going anywhere. Keep your AC strong through this endless summer with RightWay. When systems are pushed too hard, they fail, causing strange noises, unusual smells, or no cool air at all. RightWay is here with 15% off any AC repair to get you comfortable fast. Or be proactive and book your $65 AC tune-up today and avoid emergency breakdowns. Call 520-640-COOL or visit rightwayac.com.
Our Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your host, David Kelly, the tight end, Glenn Howell, and the captain, Kelvin Ifon.
In motion now, right to left. Play fake, back to throw. Has time. Throws it out on the flat. Caught by Brown. Can he get away? No! He's tackled for a loss. Back at the 35-yard line. Boy, Arizona has stopped him on 4th down twice tonight. 2 men to the right. Avery Johnson. Empty set. Back to throw. Over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Brown. Arizona takes over with 2:31 to go.
23-17, the final score. Arizona beats Kansas State 3-0 heading into the bye week. 2 weekends off. Woo! We don't get a lot of weekends off around here, folks, so we get 2 consecutive weekends off. We're loving life. I'm going up to the city tomorrow. I'm going to hang out, watch some college football, go to the Cardinals game on Sunday, see Tetero McMillan and Lathan Ransom play against the Cardinals in the home opener. 2nd year in a row, I'm going to get a chance to see the home opener up at State Farm Stadium. So really looking forward to that. All right, let's head back out to the phones and hear from Jonathan, first-time caller, Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day, the post-game show after a 23-17 Wildcats from Arizona win.
All right. Thank you. First-time caller. I was at the game today, and it just feels good to be a Wildcats fan. I was looking at the schedule, and if we can manage to get through Iowa and BYU, I was talking with some of the other fans. If you would have told me at the beginning of the season that there's even a chance to consider Arizona Wildcats possibly being a college football far out, and I'm a huge fan, and I would just love to see the Wildcats in the college football playoff, right? But even to think that, hey, we're looking at a possibility here, right? Like, is there a possibility?
Where's Lee think let's pump the brakes on the college football playoff? I would not. Let's get to the Big 12 championship game first, or at least be in the conversation for the Big 12 championship before we start thinking about the college football playoff.
Yeah, well, I just got really excited, especially after the giving up. What did we give up? 14 points.
We love
14 points in the third quarter, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh man, we're going to choke." And then defense. The whole caller I was listening on the way home, the offense played well, but you would think with those stats, we could have easily had, up to 30 points if we had possessions. But the defense, when they came through, missed field goal, we're like, they did it again. One touchdown away, one play away, but the defense held through, and it just feels great to be an Arizona fan this season.
We finished with 79 plays in this game. 79, and I said I wanted 35 minutes or more. I got that tonight.
Yeah. And then you can just see that in the fourth quarter, they did a really successful grounded pound on every possession, at least from my memory, right?
Yeah. I mean, we just talked about that, how maybe they, and I was thinking about what Doug said, the last caller, when I was walking out, because I have to leave. I stayed probably way later than I should have. It's like I looked down and it was like, it's under 6 minutes. I got to get out of here. But as I'm walking back to my car, I'm like, I kind of felt like I wanted Seth to be a little bit aggressive there. That one possession where you had a chance to, if you get that one first down and you can ice the ball game. I understand the conservative.
4th and 1.
Yeah, I understand the conservative part of that. Yeah, where the one before the missed field goal.
I
would have liked to have maybe seen him be a little, at least with one of them. I mean, you don't have to be aggressive on all 3 plays before you kick, but at least maybe try on one of the 3 plays to maybe get something downfield or get something to the edge where you have a chance to get that first down versus, like Doug said, just running the ball up the middle.
Yeah, but you felt like...
Yeah, because you're... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, but you felt like you had the field goal and you want to run some time and position the ball.
I didn't feel like we had this. I was a little concerned, because it wasn't a close one. I mean, he'd already missed 2 past 40, and you knew that one was going to be past 42. So I was like, I'd like to at least get him inside 40. I'd feel more comfortable with that than outside of 40.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the field goals we were saying there, and he missed the first one. This one, it is up to like field goals. A lot of games that I've been watching, even the National Football League, that Jets game against the Steelers comes down to a field goal, right? So many games, if the kicker, Moody, he could have, for the 49ers, they just canceled Moody, if I remember right. He missed, 3 kicks?
Yeah.
How many football games are going to come down to a kick? A lot. And it could have very easily been the difference. Because you make that field goal, or even you make the field goal at the start of the game, you're looking at 26-17, 2-minute warning. Even if Kansas State scores a touchdown, you still are in a pretty much a very good spot at that point.
Yeah, my kicker with the Browns, he missed one. Had a chance to give him the lead with 2 minutes to go, missed it. I mean, you got to have that guy. You got to have that guy that can make field goals at the end. That's for sure.
Yep. And you look at some of these high school teams that have gone. Very rare does a high school team have a kicker who can make a 45-yarder. And then if they know they've got that 45-yard kicker in, and they're making 2 or 3 kicks a game, they've got a good chance.
Yeah, we talked, I think, a couple weeks ago. Marana didn't have a kicker to beat South Point.
Yep, for the 7, they would have won that game.
Yeah.
Yep. The kicker is one of the most underrated positions in the sport.
Absolutely, it is.
What I mean, not underrated. I mean, if you don't have, let's say he misses the field goal and we miss this could have been a 17, 23, 7. This could have been 17-17 if he misses those other kicks. But, there's been so many kicks.
He's pretty solid. I think, he's pretty solid this season. Yeah. Under 35. It's just outside of 35 has been a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, so maybe going forward, like you said, the 4th and 1 on the 40, and then I believe on that kick, too, it went in the end zone. You're only sacrificing 40 yards. But what is it? No, not even that. If it's a 4th and 1 from the 40, right, he kicks it into the end zone, you don't have much to lose by going for it at that point, right?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Well,
absolutely.
Yep.
Jonathan,
we'll see what we can do against Iowa, because I'm looking at the standings right now, and it shows Arizona in the top 3. I don't know if everyone's all tied, but we got to beat Iowa and then BYU. So if they can manage those 2, we're looking at a very good football team this year.
We might be ranked.
This week
we might be ranked after this.
I don't know. Well, that might be a stretch.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
that might be a stretch.
Yeah,
as long as that one girl's not voting for us.
Yeah,
or against us. Jonathan, hey, we appreciate your call. Call back. We would like you to get back on and get in the rotation.
All right, cool. Thank you. Well, have a good night.
You too, brother. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290. Speaking of South Point Catholic,
beat Saguaro.
We'll bring in Priscilla. Priscilla, what happened at the game? You were at the game tonight. You want to turn? Let me turn your microphone on for you so that people can hear you.
You have to talk.
You got to talk now, Priscilla. What happened at the game tonight?
What happened?
Yeah.
South Point win 34, and then Saguaro 31. It was like a really good game. So in the first half, South Point had 0, and then Saguaro was 17.
Wow.
And in the second half, it was just amazing. South Point beat Saguaro.
So South Point was down 17-0?
Yeah. So they had 0 in the first half.
First half?
Yeah,
Wow.
they have 0.
Nice.
And then Saguaro 17.
Really?
Saguaro.
And then on the second half, Gory, number
RJ Gory.
number 3.
Yeah.
AJ.
So yeah.
Is it AJ or RJ?
Yeah, AJ.
AJ Gory?
Number 3. So he put he have done the first touchdown. Yeah, it was like 7-17, and then number 9, I forgot his name.
Oh, that's the brother. The brothers that play at Oregon.
Oh, Rushing.
Yeah, Rushing.
Yes.
Number
9.
David, I think, is it
And
David?
then after that,
Corey.
like the team was just perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was great.
34-31, the final in favor of Saguaro. I'm sorry, South Point Catholic. All right, we'll have all your scores coming up. We'll go through the high school scores and all that coming up a little bit later. Let's review what we thought the Wildcats needed to do to win this game here tonight.
How did our keys to the game go for your Wildcats? Our keys to the game are brought to you by Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive Group, the dealership that is different.
All right, keys to the game. Let's start with me. All right, I want to see. I don't know if we're definitely not going to run the ball 70 times, but I would like to see a ball control type of offense tonight for Arizona. Play fast, but play fast in a controlled outset. And I think I'd like to, if we can get above 35 minutes time of possession in this ball game, I think that's going to be very key for the Arizona Wildcats in this game. I'd like to see, I want to see, I mentioned earlier, I don't know if Kedrick Reesano is going to play in this game tonight. I'd like to see them work Wesley Yarbrough into that mix with Ishmael Mahdi and Quincy Craig tonight to get back to that 3 guys, because I think if you can control the ball, I think Wesley could be the kind of guy that could help you run it out towards the end of the game, second half, if you have a lead. And I think for the defense, you got to get to the quarterback. You got to get to the quarterback like they've been doing. I think 3 sacks minimum is going to be important tonight, and I want to see the turnovers continue as well. At least 2 turnovers, I think, tonight for the defense as well. And if you do all those things, you're going to put yourself in a position, like we said, to cover or to take that 1.5 points and win this ball game. So apparently, Quincy Craig obviously was a little bit banged up too. They threw him in there a few times just to kind of give Ishmael a blow. I was surprised we did not really see much of Wesley Yarbrough at all in this game tonight, but you really didn't need to, because Ishmael Mahdi was definitely the bell cow is I think is the term they used tonight. 22 carries for him and 189 yards, so he was able to carry the load, and that was good to see for sure. Got over 35 minutes in time of possession, running close to 80 plays. I would think the 80 plays, that's probably the most we've run this season. So it was good to see them get up into that 80-play category there. All right, those were my keys to the game. Let's hear from Kelvin Ifan.
I think they're going to win tonight because they're going to be able. You said win, right?
Right. Yeah. Win.
Yeah. I think they're going to win. So guys, I think they're going to win tonight because again, they're feeling good about themselves. They're feeling good. They're feeling good about themselves. I got the Twins right here.
Yeah, the Twins.
They just showed up right here. Mason, Jordan,
they're getting bigger.
Guys right here.
They're getting bigger since the last time I saw them shagging balls for Adia Barnes out there.
Y'all shy. They were acting shy. You can't play basketball and be shy, guys. Yeah, but no. I think we're going to win because of the confidence that they're gaining with each other. That confidence, man, it goes a long way. It brings guys together. It make you have a belief. Again, a lot of these guys were not even here last year for the loss, so they don't have that same sour taste in their mouth or the intimidation of that they lost to this team. So I just really think it's because of the morale that they have going.
There you go. I think the morale continues for sure with this team. Anytime you win, there's going to be like you guys mentioned earlier. Everybody's going to go to class. Everybody's going to feel good. Even the walk-ons are going to be going to class and sticking their chests out. Winning helps morale. There is no question about that. Let's hear from Glenn Howe.
I think it's going to be a very physical game. I think it's going to be one of our most physical games we've had all season. We're going to have to be able to establish the run. I think we're going to have to do that. It's real important that we don't let them run. We can't let them run. We can't give them, 5 and 6 on first down, second down. We got to get them in bad situations, 2nd, 3rd, and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and, those kind of plays. If we let them get like 5 and 6 on first and second down, we're going to be in trouble. But we have to be able to do that and then continue with the turnovers. Again, we got to make sure we can get a couple turnovers, and then just make plays. Make the right reads when the guys are open, and see what hope Noah gets to see the field, make his right reads, and then Seth making sure that he gets Noah a good game plan where he can get going, where he can just get him warmed up. He's doing through his warm up, get him warmed up and get him going. Throw some short passes here and there, and then just let him go. Let's open up the playbook today.
No takeaways, obviously, in this game for the Arizona Wildcats, although Danny Gonzalez would tell you guys that getting them off the field 4 times on 4th down is the same thing as a takeaway.
Absolutely.
520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. That is what we thought the Wildcats needed to do to win against Kansas State.
Those were today's keys to the game. They're brought to you by Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive Group, the dealership that is different.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
There are many reasons you might need Dorado Rockin' Materials. A few bare spots in the yard, the driveway needs filling in, or it could be that the yard needs a whole makeover. Whatever the reason, if your yard has the summertime blues, Dorado Rockin' Materials has everything from sand to boulders and every rock and pebble in between. If you need help spreading it, we have options for that too. Call 400-4233. Dorado Rockin' Materials. The right service, the right product, the right price.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. 6 model homes are now open to tour at Del Webb at Rockin' K. Here, life is about more than just beautiful homes. It's about the experiences waiting outside your front door at this new 55-plus active adult neighborhood. LiveRockingK.com. Designed by nature. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Uh-oh, another plumbing disaster. Don't panic. Call the pros at Acclaimed Drain and Plumbing Solutions. From clogged drains to full-blown repipe repairs, our expert team is fast, getting repipes done in one day. Reliable, professional, and always ready 24/7. When water won't behave, Acclaimed saves the day. Call 520-200-1089 or visit acclaimed-drain.com. Acclaimed Drain and Plumbing Solutions. Trusted, local, acclaimed.
Graduating from high school, I realized that I didn't have all the tools I needed to help me in the next chapter of my life. The Earn to Learn program has helped me pursue my passion for early childhood education with confidence, and the financial education supported by Hughes Federal Credit Union has been invaluable to prepare me for my university career and the world beyond.
Find out how Hughes and Earn to Learn join forces to support student success at hughesfcu.org/earn-to-learn. Insured by NCUA. Certain restrictions apply.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
You mean they don't use yesterday's newspaper?
No. They use the latest in technology and innovation to eliminate bugs, bees, termites, weeds, and more.
So no as seen on TV salt guns?
Nope. Only solutions that target insect biology, using chemistry to help protect the environment, people, and their pets.
You are so smart.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
Hey you, we've got something new in the store.
Well, not really in store. It's in your home, in your office, where you play, wherever you are.
My point, son. We're here, you're there.
Wherever that is.
Tucson Appliance Company is your appliance concierge.
Tell us what you want. We will find it and send you photos, texts, emails, even FaceTime you the appliance. Buy it and we will deliver it. We're your personal appliance shopper.
Only at Tucson Appliance, where our low price is your priority.
It's that time of year. School is back. Football is back. And better yet, Truck Month is back at O'Reilly Chevrolet. If you're looking for that perfect truck, we might have it. The Chevy Silverado, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Arizona for the last 3 years, is available right now. So see us at O'Reilly Chevrolet on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or go to O'Reilly.com. See us at O'Reilly Chevrolet during Truck Month, giving you more since 1924. Together, let's drive.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
September is here, the kids are in school, football has started, and it's still hot in the old Pueblo. Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing is your trusted, local, and family-owned air conditioning and plumbing service provider. We have been serving Tucson and the surrounding areas for over 24 years. Call Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing at 520-492-0748 and go to picturerockscooling.com to set up your next appointment online.
Picture Rock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus Media station. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com. We are your home for Arizona athletics. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Bear down, Wildcats fans. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Brought to you by Meridian Wealth Management. Wealth well managed. Life well lived. This is the home of your Arizona Wildcats. Wildcats Radio 1290.
If Arizona stops him, it's a Wildcat victory. Play clock down to 1. Did they get? Just got it off. Back to throw. Avery Johnson fires over the middle, and it's knocked away incomplete. Arizona football with 1 minute to go.
Genesis Smith, that play didn't have a chance. Genesis was all over the ball. They're fortunate he didn't intercept it, but he broke on the ball, swatted it down. Once again, the Arizona defense, dominant performance, and the defense wins it for Arizona tonight.
Another kneel down for Fifita. That should be it. That is it. Coaches will shake hands. Victory party now on a Friday night. What a weekend ahead. Arizona 23, Kansas State 17.
That was your final tonight at the stadium. Wildcats now 3-0 on the season. You know, guys, One of the stats that I think they finally have figured out is the QBH, which either stands for quarterback hit or quarterback hurry. It's always been on the stat sheet, but I don't think it's always been a stat that they've kept very accurately. And I think they're starting to keep that stat more accurately now. The Wildcats went in the books tonight for 5 QBHs. 3 of those came from Chase Kennedy, who is doing an outstanding job, I think, of getting pressure on the quarterback. We've seen this now over 3 games. He's not one of those guys that gets a lot of sacks per se, although he did have a tackle for loss in the game. But he is really pressuring the quarterback and did a great job, I thought, tonight of getting in Avery Johnson's face.
Yeah, I think he's a pivotal part of our defense, even though he may not get the numbers like you said. Just the threat of him is changing offensive, mindset of what are they going to do. They're seeing that he puts pressures because you got to look at that on film. That will come up on film of how are we going to stop this guy from putting pressure on our quarterback. So, that could be from a chip, from getting an extra guy, so that might loosen up somebody on the other end or somewhere else, where a guy could be a blitz and they'll see that they'll start to chip him and making sure that he doesn't get there, full speed. And, it creates other opportunities for other guys.
Well, I hate to say this, and I've been preaching this for a while. We got to get some more Texas boys. It's a religion where we from. And it's not surprising me that their names are popping up all over the place.
Yeah.
Right? And I think we need to get down there a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think we need to get back down to North Texas a little bit more because we got some guys just coming out of there, man, that just love to play ball, man. And that's just the bottom line.
Let's not forget about them Cali boys, too.
And I'm not taking nothing away from the Cali boys. Trust me, I've been in Arizona a long time, so I know about the Cali boys. I mean, like I said before, them USC, them UCLA boys, them boys coming out of LA and the Oakland Bay Area, yes. Cali got guys coming from everywhere, but it's something about the love.
Yeah.
That the Texas football. And the passion that the Texas boy play with. That's what I got to say about that.
Yeah. So and there is a difference between loving football and playing football.
Yeah.
No question about that. So in the negative stat category on defense, in terms of QBHs, 5 tonight, 8 pass breakups for the defense. 3 of those by Genesis Smith. Had a chance to get an interception down there near the goal. I think 2 of those almost interceptions by Genesis Smith. But again, the defense, I think Gavin Hunter continues to lay hat. I mean, that guy is becoming the enforcer at the back end of that defense for this team.
Yeah, we got people that are playing violently. That's the thing about great defenses. That, you're going to get hit. You're going to get hit. Mm-hmm. And these guys are trying to hold people up so they can hit them. So when you see that, I mean, it's just like hats. It's just like a machine gun. Pow, 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 just hitting them. And that's what they have to be able to do as a great defense. And that's what, back in the 80s and when your defense too, Kelvin, those guys were all, and then I was talking to Ricky before the game. He says every time you see a tackle, you look at the frame of the picture of the tackle, there's at least 5 hats around. And that's what he said, that's when you have a good defense.
And Marcus Flowers said it, Adam Hall.
Yeah.
That's who, with the look, with the hair, the size, big guy at free safety, and trying to take your head off.
Yep.
And he brings a lot of that, and he's starting to really play that ball, and soon he's going to be catching it once he can get 2 hands on it. He kept, getting 1 hand on the ball, but Smith on that back end is a problem that every good quarterback is going to be paying attention to and going to be trying to get away from him because he had 2 picks today.
Yeah, he
for
did.
Sure.
He did.
He had 2 picks today.
Did.
I mean, and it's just a matter of time for those things to, to fall in his paws.
And I think it might have been Hunter that had that one really nice open field tackle. It was kind of on an edge
third
throw.
down. It was a third down,
and he went out there. It was him and the receiver, and he just corralled him.
Yep, put him down. He was 3 yards short of the first down. That was a great play. Open field cat tackle.
Absolutely. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. 520-848-1290. We'll take your calls. We'll take your text here as we reach into Saturday, as we always seem to do, reaching into the next day after these Arizona Wildcat night games. 3 games at home to start the season, now a bye week and then the road. So the Wildcats will not be back at home again, I believe, for 3 weeks. October the 4th, my birthday weekend, will be the next time that they'll be here against Oklahoma State. So a chance to go out and see if you can take this show on the road and win some football games that way for sure. Guys, final thoughts from you before we let you guys skedaddle out of here.
Gutty win. I think it was a gutty win. Still got it. I'm tired of being a cleanup guy, but we got to clean some stuff up. We got. I'm tired of bringing out the Pine-Sol. It's like you got to be able to clean some stuff up, and I hope we got 2 weeks of doing it, heal up and clean up, and get ready for Iowa State and be ready to roll against those Cyclones.
Definitely stuff to clean up, but as you say, one game at a time. And you get out there and you practice one game at a time. I thought the guys did a great job coming out, figuring out a way to get it done. And to me, that's what good teams do. You figure out a way to get it done. It ain't always going to be pretty, but you get it done. So, hats off to the coaching staff, hats off to the guys. Hey, enjoy yourself these 2 weeks. Get ready to go back to work and get healthy so we can get ready to try to defeat Iowa State.
And one more thing, you know what? All those people that were doubting Coach Brennan, hey. I mean, there's a lot of them out there that was doubting him. He's put in the effort, and he's put the people around him to be successful. And I got to say that when he got here, he was late getting here, and now he's got back on the horse, and he's corralling these guys together, and we're creating a good team here, and we can lose the rest of our games. But I think that I'm saying is that what he's done in these first 3 games is getting these guys to learn how to win and believing that they can win. And there's no telling what we can do this season.
One more thing, the crowd tonight.
I
was a little disappointed, and I'll just say that I was disappointed in the turnout. Yeah. I wasn't disappointed in the people that were there because I thought they were engaged and that they were in the game. I was just I would give the turnout tonight a C. I don't know. I have to look and see what the final announced number was in terms of the attendance tonight. But again, I'm not going to go in depth in it because we've talked about it ad nauseum. 40,051 was the final announced attendance in that game tonight. I was hoping for something closer to 50, and we could really make that a raucous atmosphere. But again, it's going to take some time to get to that. Hopefully, it takes some time to get to that.
Tucson, what are you waiting on?
Yeah,
I mean, what are you waiting on? I think they've provided everything that they've asked for. exciting defense, exciting offense, scoring.
Maybe tonight is the emphasis. Well, again, you're going to go on Iowa State.
Yeah.
If you win or stay competitive, lose there, maybe that's the emphasis for Oklahoma State. And I think BYU, obviously, because it's close and and that to me is the number one rival outside of ASU. I think you'll have some energy that night too. So we'll see. We'll see the next 2 home games will tell a lot.
I will say this: I think a Friday at 6 is tough.
Yeah,
7,
tough.
I think 7 would have been a little more, work wittable. But 6 people just getting off work, that was a
Don't
tough
nobody in Tucson work after 3 o'clock on a Friday. Come on now. Come on. Gentlemen, I appreciate you as always. Kelvin, we'll give you this week off. Glenn, we'll break it down on Tuesday. Then we'll give you next week off and bring Kelvin back the following Thursday ahead of the game at currently number 14, Iowa State.
That game might be early in the morning.
It could be. Yeah, we're gonna we our next 3 road games.
That might be the noon game.
Iowa State, Houston, Colorado, Cincinnati. I think is going to be the early one. But that'll be in November, so it won't be 3 hours. It'll only be 2 hours, but that might still be an early one. We'll see. Iowa State, by the way, they've got who do they got tomorrow? They've got at Arkansas State. So the road game at a smaller school. That's interesting, but probably one they should be able to handle, and then they'll welcome us into town after the bye week. I think they have a bye week as well coming up next week before the game against Arizona. Fellas, appreciate it. Thank you.
Bear down.
520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. We've still got the head coach. We'll take some more of your calls and text coming up, as well as get you your scoreboard and a few highlights. Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona game day. Wildcats of Arizona knock off Kansas State 23-17 at the stadium. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Looking for quality windows without the wait? Come to the Window Depot. We carry a huge selection of Milgard windows, in stock now and ready for pickup. Need something custom? No problem. From new construction to full home replacement, we'll help you order the perfect Milgard windows built to fit your space, style, and budget. Whether you're a homeowner or contractor, the Window Depot makes it easy to get the windows you need fast. Visit thewindowdepot.com to find a location near you and see why we're your Milgard window experts.
There's never a good time for plumbing issues.
No.
Honey, my parents are here.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. With Drain Masters in Tucson, not only do you get local, professional, full-service plumbing with 24/7 scheduled or emergency service, you get a lifetime transferable warranty on all house water repiping. So this...
They brought my aunts and uncles, too.
...is gonna be fine. Drain Masters, we do it all. And now offering financing. Solid service, fair price, guaranteed. DrainMastersTucson.com.
Ready to score a new vehicle? Whether you are looking for a new car, truck, or electric vehicle, at Royal Kia, we know exactly what you want. A quality vehicle at a great price and to be treated fairly. We stand by our transparent online pricing, offer a 72-hour buyback guarantee, and you work with our no-pressure, non-commissioned sales staff. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $589 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus, or RoyalKia.com.
Sean Furrier here for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Whether you're new to Arizona or you've been driving here for decades, you're driving in the world's largest video game. Stopping, starting, turning, heating up, and cooling down. And that's just your afternoon commute. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care's 14 award-winning locations have been helping drivers just like you get home safely for over 60 years. With top quality tire brands, no hidden extras, and one low price. Jack Furrier has everything you need to stay in the game. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, since 1960, here to get you there.
The garage is more than a place to park your car. It holds prized possessions, and for most, it's a bustling entryway to the home. That's why LiftMaster designed the first ever opener with a built-in wide-angle camera and two-way audio, so you can see what matters and secure what's inside. Ensure your family and prized possessions are secure with a reliable garage door opener that's built to last and powered by MyQ for smartphone control. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
They say that living a life of recovery isn't entirely about sobriety. It's more about community and staying connected. At Gospel Rescue Mission, we provide a new supportive community, a safe place to heal and grow.
Hi, my name is Michael. Because of your help and the community I found, I am now 9 years sober and living the life I never imagined.
Your support of Gospel Rescue Mission helps someone stay connected, stay sober, and stay alive. Go to grmtucson.com.
Day in and day out, we're inundated with commercials asking to review your portfolio or telling you to get a second opinion. This is Natalie Fernandez with Meridian Wealth Management, and I want to share the advice I give people every day. Talk to 3 different advisors at 3 different firms. It's important to understand their differences and find someone you can trust. I want Meridian to be one of your 3, and then you will decide who is best for you. To learn more, call us at 719-1433 today.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Looking for top-notch lumber and framing? Johnson Manley Lumber has been your trusted expert since 1970, specializing in both residential and commercial projects. Our experienced teams, cutting-edge technology, and reliable supply chain ensure your framing is on time and on budget every time. We're proud to be employee-owned and community-rooted in Tucson. Learn more at johnsonmanley.net. Proud supporter of the University of Arizona radio broadcast. Go Wildcats.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Summer may be winding down, but the Arizona heat isn't going anywhere. Keep your AC strong through this endless summer with RightWay. When systems are pushed too hard, they fail, causing strange noises, unusual smells, or no cool air at all. RightWay is here with 15% off any AC repair to get you comfortable fast. Or be proactive and book your $65 AC tune-up today and avoid emergency breakdowns. Call 520-640-COOL or visit rightwayac.com.
JT Auto, where customers are family. Trust your vehicle to JT Auto professional and reliable automotive repair and maintenance services. JT Auto is conveniently located off Fort Lowell and Country Club. Open Monday through Friday. JT Auto is a full-service auto shop with satisfaction guaranteed, offering you the best in tires and wheels, auto repair, oil changes, computer diagnostics, suspension and brake service, and heating and AC. Bring your car to JT Auto, where customers are family. 623-7066. That's 623-7066.
Our Window Depot coverage of the Wildcats rolls on. This is the Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290. Now, back to your host, David Kelly, the tight end, Glenn Howell, and the captain, Kelvin Ifon.
Third and 12 now from the Arizona 25. Wildcats showing pressure here. Johnson back to throw, has some time. No, he's smothered and sacked back at the 34-yard line. Well, you could see it coming, but the K-State Wildcats could not stop the Arizona Wildcats. It'll be fourth down. Boy.
23-17, Wildcats from Arizona knock off the Wildcats from Kansas State. 3-0 is the record heading in to the bye week. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Let's hear from Mauricio. You're on Meridian Wealth Management, Arizona Game Day, the postgame show.
Thank you, and I thank the Lord Jesus who can save from hell and then feels the only one who can feel our heart. And I thank him for it. And Choya High School, 1985, evangelist by the name of Larry Reed was charged up the Charger High School there and next to the Prairie Mountain. So devil down and Prairie Mountain, and let's continue to pray, U.S. pray, and devil down. Really, really excited that this win, and it's worth 8, the third game, because like you see the first two games, which they were, respect to Hawaii and Weber State, they were ranked like a test game like today. So and Brennan showed back up with his action now, because that's what we can wait on the real test on a team like Kansas State, which they still, were good and good enough to be a challenge for us. We begin the game with a good pace, and I mean, we didn't let them score like the first two teams. We were playing them like the first two teams, and then so by them being in a different rank, which are a good team, better than the average, they begin to come back on us, and so we had to, even if they tied us, we had to stay, even if it was toe-to-toe, we had to keep that momentum like in the first half, and that's what we did that great job. We got stunned by their punches, but we didn't. We eventually recovered where we could keep that momentum going and not get discouraged or whatever happens when you're behind or the team ties us. So we kept that momentum, like Lamar was saying, and hopefully Lamar and Brian is the other announcer. He stays there too, Lamar, because they're saying, you should go in and be in a replay, and now we want to keep Lamar on there, and he's good with they're a good team. Those both announcers there for years,
A lot of years, Mauricio.
Yeah, time goes fast, and so we recuperated fast. We kept that momentum, and there was, football being violent. There was like a hit out of bounds, and then there was what's it called? Targeting. There's a targeting where a player got ejected. So now I want to mention too, from the Christian radio, it's good to pray for the players. Like what happened in Detroit and in Atlanta preseason. Thank God, the player was okay, and then they took even time to pray. That was really good. They prayed instead of keep going and playing, because life is more important than the things of this world. So the prayer was like praying is what really keeps you on target on the relationship. I mentioned the prayer about as I remembered what I was trying to remember about praying for the God to put a supernatural cushion around the head of the player inside the helmet. And then I added, when she mentioned about the helmet, I mentioned about the knees. I asked God to protect their knees too, so they won't get injured, so we can enjoy watching them, and they can continue to enjoy their careers, to continue, like with Christian McCaffrey, by praying for him and him having that communication too with God, just like James Conner does, where he was in a sideline, he got banged up, and prayer was done for him, and then he looks at the camera like as to say, keep praying for me, and the next thing you know, he comes out of the sideline, and he keeps playing, and that's answered prayer, and he's back again, and it was a good game between my team, their team, the Saints, and they went out with the win. And see how the Cardinals do, my team does, and your team, our team, we care for so we can win. And about sometimes the problems of the kickers, sometimes it seems, with these big earthquakes that's happened, I don't think it's affecting their because I was told that the earth tilted when all these great earthquakes, like from Japan in 2000 or March of 11, was it 12, 11? There's a big earthquake, and then in Chile, and then they said that the earth tilted. So it seems like it kind of affects the accuracy of the kickers, but it may not be. It could be just. Sometimes it just doesn't. It's just
Mauricio. What's the one thing you want to see them shore up going into Iowa State in 2 weeks? What do you want? What's the one thing you want to see them be better at?
Okay. To keep that rhythm, to keep that keep playing great. We have a great defense. We have a great offense. And we showed it today even, and even almost as the first two games, at least the first half. And keep, the defense from the opponent scoring touchdowns and taking authority over that battle of not letting the offense score touchdowns. And then on offense, to score whatever we can, 3 points, touchdowns we want, of course, obviously, and to keep playing on defense and offense with that backing the words up with action, like Brennan is he's backing up the words with action. Now he rebuilt. Yeah, our team looks rebuilt already. Like Sanders has rebuilt. Colorado, when the players left, though, he's trying to rebuild them again. But you can see that there's progress there. There's a rebuild already. We rebuilt 3-0, and take each game at a time. And we're off next week. It's called a bye week, and then Iowa State away, and then we come back and play again. What was it? Oklahoma City or someone?
Oklahoma State, not Oklahoma City.
Okay,
Oklahoma State. They're in Stillwater.
I was
Oklahoma
close.
City.
Yeah, all right. I don't know
how close those two cities are. Mauricio, hey, I always appreciate your call. Thank you, and we look forward to talking to you again. Thanks, Mauricio.
God bless. Yeah, thank God this country. We're free to be a Christian, the best country. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it immensely. That is Mauricio. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. All right, we're going to take our final break here. We'll come back. We'll hear from the head coach. We'll get you all your scores, including high school football tonight, and we will wrap this thing up. 23-17, Arizona knocks off Kansas State at the stadium. 3-0 are your Wildcats heading into the bye week. You are listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
At Goldberg and Osborne, we know Arizona. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we've fought and won cases for the injured since 1989. Throughout our history, we've approached every case with a single focus: you. And we've got thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Put us to work for you by calling 1-800-THE-EAGLE today.
Hi, I'm Jordan Benjamin with Dunright Services. When your home or business needs HVAC, plumbing services, or electrical work, trust a true local Tucson company, Dunright Services. We pride ourselves on delivering top-notch service, fair pricing, and expert craftsmanship. The job isn't finished unless it's done right. Weekend emergency? No problem. Just give us a call. We're here when you need us. You deserve the best, and Dunright Services delivers. Call us today for a free estimate at 520-369-3966.
Step into a world where rewards never end. Welcome to Club Soul at Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Every moment brings excitement. Every visit unlocks exclusive perks, free play, dining discounts, and more. From high-stakes action to luxurious experiences, your rewards grow with every play. Join today for endless benefits and unforgettable moments. Club Soul. Play more, earn more, experience more. Casino del Sol and Casino of the Sun. Enterprise of the Boscoyaki Tribe.
If you're feeling overwhelmed by the thought of a home remodel, don't stress. The Window Depot is here to help. At the Window Depot, we're your one-stop warehouse for everything you need for your next remodel. Windows? Check. Doors? Got it. Cabinets, countertops, and everything in between? You'll find it all here at the lowest prices. Whether it's a kitchen, bathroom, or whole home makeover, our experienced designers are ready to bring your dream home to life, all at unbeatable prices. Find a location near you or shop online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up with science.
You mean they don't use yesterday's newspaper?
No. They use the latest in technology and innovation to eliminate bugs, bees, termites, weeds, and more.
So no as seen on TV salt guns?
Nope. Only solutions that target insect biology, using chemistry to help protect the environment, people, and their pets.
You are so smart.
Essential Pest Control leaves bugs belly up. Call 886-3029 or visit essentialpest.com.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rockin' K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills, enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. In the top-rated Vail School District, Rockin' K is close to work, shopping, and services. Tour 18 model homes by top-tier builders offering move-in ready homes and special incentives. LiveRockingK.com. Proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
It's Truck Month at O'Reilly Chevrolet. Here's how you know you might need a new one. If your tailgate's held on with a bungee cord and a prayer, you might need a new truck.
O'Reilly Chevrolet is here for your fresh start with years of experience and quality people. So what are you waiting for? See us at O'Reilly Chevrolet on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Call 747-8000 or go to O'Reilly.com. O'Reilly Chevrolet, giving you more since 1924. Together, let's drive.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
Back your hometown favorite. Get your very own exclusive University of Arizona debit card from Hughes Federal Credit Union. Pair your new card with a free checking account that earns dividends with no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and convenient 24/7 online and mobile banking. Visit one of our 7 convenient branch locations to get your card instantly or open an account online at hughesfcu.org/wildcats. Show your Wildcat spirit all year long with Hughes Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions apply. Insured by NCUA.
Let's take a look at what's happening today around the rest of the country. The Wildcats Radio 1290 Game Day Scoreboard is brought to you by Goldberg and Osborne. Goldberg and Osborne, Arizona's leading injury law firm.
All right, last night, North Carolina State beat Wake Forest 34-24 in the ACC. The Gamecocks are 3-0 on the season. Tonight, number 22, Indiana, the only ranked team in action. They were hosting in-state rival Indiana State. Number 22, Indiana wins it by a score of 73-0. Omar Cooper Jr., 10 catches, 207 yards, 4 touchdowns as the quarterback for the Hoosiers, Fernando Mendoza, finished the night with 5 touchdown passes. 5 touchdown passes. Pretty impressive. Elsewhere in the college football world, again, that was the only ranked game last night now, and other schools in action. How about UCLA? UCLA's got a lot of issues. They lose again, this time to New Mexico by a score of 35-0. I'm sorry, 35-10, I should say, 35-10. I overstated the sadness there going on right now at the Rose Bowl. But New Mexico, big win on the road for the Lobos in Pasadena against UCLA on this Friday night. Also in action tonight in the Big 12 Conference, it was Houston and Colorado. And it would be the Houston Cougars knocking off Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes by a score of 36-20. Connor Wegman, the quarterback for the Cougars, 15 of 24 in that game, 222 yards. Also on Friday night, one other game of note, Syracuse knocks off Colgate by a score of 66-24. Games in the Big 12 tomorrow. We'll give you that list here as everybody will be in action around the Big 12 Conference on Saturday. Wildcats, of course, have a bye week coming up. Baylor will host Samford tomorrow. Early start there, 9:30. Oregon State visits number 21 Texas Tech. It'll be the backyard brawl in Morgantown, West Virginia, and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh enters at 2-0. Cincinnati will host Northwestern State. Number 14 Iowa State on the road at Arkansas State. That's the Wildcats' next opponent. 20th ranked Utah will play at Wyoming. TCU will host Abilene Christian. Texas State visits Arizona State tomorrow night up in Tempe. High school football on this Friday night. It was Rio Rico losing to Sierra Linda 38-21. Combs comes to Tucson and destroys Choya 50-0. Flowing Wells, the kids from our neighborhood, beat North. That's Phoenix North tonight, 48-8 on the road. It was Campo Verde coming down to Tucson and knocking off Sunnyside 38-12. Marana wins at Yuma Catholic 46-14. The Irish, or the Shamrocks, I believe they are. The Shamrocks are 0-3 on the season. Cienega knocked off Ironwood Ridge 34-14. Ironwood Ridge also 0-3 on the year. Santa Cruz Valley beat Tombstone 62-0. It was Sabino over Coolidge 60-12. Rincon University gets their first win of the season. They knock off Palo Verde 22-20. It was ALA West Foothills beats Micah Mountain by a score of 21-14. The Micah Mountain Thunderbolts get their first loss of the season. Douglas over Pueblo 20-14. Saurita knocked off Nogales 40-3. It was St. Mary's, Phoenix St. Mary's shutting out Empire 48-0. Morenci over Bisbee 26-0. We told you earlier, South Point Catholic came back from being down 17-0 in the first half to beat Scottsdale Saguaro 34-31. ALA Gilbert North knocks off Buena 42-14. Wilcox over Pima 7-0. Amphi beats Somerton 15-7. And at last check, this game could not possibly still be going on. But we don't have a final on it. At last check, it was Tucson High leading Walden Grove by a score of 27-6. Those are your scores on the football side.
The Wildcats Radio 1290 Game Day Scoreboard is brought to you by Goldberg and Osborne. Goldberg and Osborne, Arizona's leading injury law firm.
All right, we'll get you. Arizona Wildcats volleyball was also in action tonight. The ladies were on the road. They're up at the University of Washington tournament where they played the Huskies tonight. They'll play against, I believe it's UC San Diego tomorrow. The result tonight against the former sisters from the Pac-12 was in favor of the Huskies, who win it by a score of 3-0. So that is the first loss of the season for Arizona volleyball, ending their 7-match win streak to start the season. And they had won 18 in a row, I believe is the number. We'll double check that, dating back to last year. They'll be in action once again tomorrow against San Diego. That's the University of San Diego. And then Arizona Soccer will host Grand Canyon at Mulcahy Stadium on Sunday. All right, let's hear from the head coach and wrap things up after that. Brent Brennan, after a 23-17 Arizona win over Kansas State.
Everybody good? All right, thank you. We'll start with Coach, and then we'll take some questions.
All right, it's good to see everybody. What a great night. Appreciate everybody sticking around for the late game. You know, the 100 timeouts per quarter, all that stuff. The Zona Zoo sellout just rocking. And this was a really special night for our football team. I think it was a special night for our fans. I'm not sure how the retro theme played out, but it felt good to me. So I just want to say appreciate everybody. I'm excited. When you saw that out there tonight, that effort, that execution, that accountability, I know we got work to do, but that is what it's supposed to look like. That is exactly, in moments, what it's supposed to look like. Not the whole thing, but in moments, that's what it's supposed to look like. And I'm so proud of our team, and I'm so fired up. So give me your questions, because I am ready to rock. Let's go.
We'll start with Jason and then Justin.
The beginning of the second half, just not necessarily
Right to the crowd.
No.
I mean, goddamn. Yeah. It was so much good. Okay, go ahead. I'm just kidding.
What happened, but the reaction and the fact that
Amen.
they did it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in every football game, when you're playing against a program that's as good as Kansas State, there's going to be back and forth. Back and forth. Those guys have won a lot of football games for a really, really long time. They're extremely well coached. They have good players. And so there's going to be back and forth. What I loved was the response, because we had two really ugly plays back to back, and then we responded. We responded in all three phases there. And that is what good teams do, is when something goes wrong, you respond. And that's red line. And you saw it. And you saw it in the effort, you saw it in the execution, you saw it in the accountability, because we screwed something up, and now we own it, fix it, and let's play the game. And so that was exciting.
Justin and Brian.
What did you make of Ismail Mahdi and how he was able to get going tonight?
Okay, so I'll tell you, I'm so proud of that kid. Like, what an awesome human being he is. Like, I don't know how much time you guys have spent with him, but just his energy, the smile on his face, the way he makes you feel when you're around him, he's really special. When we went to dinner tonight, I always choose different groups to eat first, right? And so at the pregame meal tonight, I told the team, this game's going to be one up front. So I said, O-line, D-line, you eat first, which is dangerous because you don't know if there's going to be anything left. You know what I mean? But so I said, O-line, D-line, you eat first. And what I saw is I saw that group continue to answer every time on both sides of the ball. But in regards to Mahdi, like, he doesn't make those plays without that offensive front blocking the way they had to against a team that's normally hard to block. You know what I mean? Like, those guys are freaking good, man. And so I'm really excited about just how they responded and how, you know, Ish just kept showing up and kept ripping off big runs with physicality and finish and receivers blocking downfield. There's a lot of good there.
Brian and then Michael.
Salgado Medina had a very up and down game, the punt, the missed field goals and all that, but the choice to want to keep going with him even when there were mistakes, was there consideration of making any changes?
There's not. I got faith in Michael. And he had 2 bad plays, but then he responded and he hit the field goal after that. You know what I mean? So I believe in that young man, and he's going to be a great player here for years to come.
Michael and then Chris.
The defense obviously had another really good night, maybe one bad play the entire game. You guys used like a 4 linebacker set quite a bit with Kennedy out there, Jabari Man along with the starting backers. What do you think that defensive personnel did? How did that help you?
I think Coach Gonzalez and that staff did an awesome job with the plan. I think it was a mixture of that and other stuff, right? Different personnel groups trying to match their personnel groups. I think anytime you hold any Division I team to under 200 yards of total offense, that's a special night. Like, that is a hell of a football night. And so our defensive staff and those players should be ecstatic. And we're ecstatic for them because that is big time. Because when you think about it, the one big run, I don't know how long it was. 75. So, like, I'm not a math major. 193 minus 75. You guys do it for me, but there you go. 118 in total offense. So, I mean, come on, that is incredible. And we got to give the defense their flowers, man. Like, that was awesome.
Chris and then Justin.
We've seen Noah trusting his legs more and more. Obviously, there's been some penalty calls that have negated some of the rushing touchdowns, but he had 2 tonight. He's surpassed his career total this season alone in rushing touchdowns. Just what that added element gives you and Seth and the offensive staff going forward into the season.
I think it's tremendous, and I think that's one of those things about Noah that, you know, we've known and that we get to see on display every day. Like, the kid is a competitor. He is a Class A, big-time competitor. And he wants to win. And he doesn't care how it looks. He doesn't care if he has to throw it, hand it, or run it himself. But he's going to orchestrate it. And so, you know, I think, you know, that adds another element to us that makes us dangerous. And I think Coach Dagy's doing a good job of putting him in those situations. And Noah's doing a good job. He's now played a lot of football. So he's settling in and he's finding his moments where those opportunities present themselves and he's taking advantage of it.
Justin and then Jordan.
When you guys are going through that crazy third quarter, and then after, you know, Jabin Watley's interception, what's the message to the team at that point? Respond
with red line. You know what I mean? I think that's one of those things that keep the message clean, keep the main thing. Like, they know that. Like, what can we do in this moment? Something bad happened. What can we do? How do we respond? And I think that's one of those things that's all part of our journey as a football team, and learning how to do that with consistency. Because every team you play is good enough to make a play. Every team you play is good enough to beat you. Every team you play. And so how are you going to respond in the tough moments? That's what gives you a chance to be a good football team, is your response in the tough moments. Do you respond with red line? Do you respond with effort? Do you respond with execution? Do you respond with accountability?
And then assessment of right tackle play tonight. Rhino started, and then you put in Tristan Bounds. There were some holding penalties in there. What's just your assessment of that?
So Rhino's still coming back from his injury, and so he's on a pitch count. You know what I mean? So we're being smart about that. We're listening to the medical staff, and we're doing whatever they think we should with those reps. And I thought Tristan did a good job coming in there and playing. You know, I think In terms of the offensive line, I know we have some work to do, but I'm excited about their progress. I really am. And I think that has shown up in our first 3 games in both running the ball and throwing it.
You wouldn't know
and
it,
so I'm
but
excited.
most
And you
financial
always need more
advisors
than 5.
are put-
It's not like we got 5 guys, and it's going to be the same 5 every week in college football. It doesn't work that way. And so I'm excited. I think Coach Oglesby's done a nice job of developing that position. And I think those guys work their tails off, and I'm excited about the multiple guys that can step in and play good football and give us a chance to win.
Jordan in the back and then Michael.
Coach, what have you learned about this team 3 games in, and what things do you want to focus on and iron out heading into the final game?
Well, I've learned that this team loves to compete, and they care about each other. I think lots of people say that. I think it's real here, and I think it matters. I think that's why you see that kind of effort. That's why you see that kind of celebration. Like, I don't know if you saw our sideline in the 4th quarter when our defense was out there. It was on fire. It was awesome. And so this team really cares about each other. It's important to them. Every day they show up to work and they work their tails off, and they do it for each other. It's an unselfish group. And so I'm excited because we're 3-0. We have a bye. We can do some self-assessment. We can dive into some situational football. We can work on some stuff, and we can also get ready for an extremely good Iowa State team on the road, which we know is going to be an extremely tough game. So I love where we're at. And I know we have work to do. There's a lot more of the good stuff that I want to see happen, but I'm going to be excited about what happened tonight.
Michael and then Brian.
You're talking about responding earlier. Genesis Smith, he probably had the best chance to make the tackle on that long touchdown run. Comes back later in the game, breaks up the last pass of the game. What did you think about how he responded personally?
Genesis Smith is a straight-up baller. Like, he is an awesome football player. Like, he's still pissed off because he dropped the 2 interceptions. They both would have been just miraculous, incredible catches. But that's what kind of competitor he is. He's one of those guys. I call him the CEO of our football team. He's a chief energy officer, because he is always with the juice, always. You guys have come to practice. You guys have seen him. He's the Energizer Bunny. He doesn't stop. But the guys feed off of that. And to his credit, right, like, misses a tackle and then shows up consistently late in the game, in the moments that matter, in the moments when it has to get done. Genesis is there to make a play.
Brian and then Juan.
In the middle of the game, last drive of the first half and a little bit in the second half, it seemed like there was more of a move to throw in the ball and throwing it a lot. Knowing that Quincy was limited and Hedrick was out, was that part of the play call that you were trying to maybe give Ish less reps right there in the middle to keep him fresh?
No. The play calling is always dictated on what the defense is doing, right? So as we're going and we're playing the game and we're watching it, we're like, hey, they've got 8 people in the box, which is, we're outnumbered in the run game, so we're going to throw it. It's always that.
Juan and then Justin.
Chuba got to start tonight, and he opened up some holes for Israel's run through. Can you kind of talk about what he means to the team? He's kind of a fan favorite, and what he does for the program?
Chowing down with Chuba. You've been watching the videos. I think Chuba's one of those young men that I think if you spend any time with him, you're blown away by just his charisma, his intelligence. He just is one of those really, really special young people. He's a leader of our football team. He's had a tough fall, right? His dad passed away about a month ago. But wow, did he show up tonight. And I'm just so proud of him and so happy for him. He stuck to it. And, he played D-line for us last year and got hurt. It's just, he's one of those guys that everything that is right about college football. And I'm glad Chuba's on our team. And so is everybody else. Like, everyone loves Chuba. So it's pretty cool.
Our last two will be Justin and Chris.
So Kansas State went a combined 3 for 17 on 3rd and 4th down plays. What do you think about your defense on those particular plays and how they answered to that tonight?
I love that. Coach Gonzalez has this kind of mantra that 3rd and medium is a championship down, and we showed up on a lot of those 3rd and mediums, right? And I think that part of it. I like the confidence our defense is playing with. They trust Coach Gonzalez and the staff. They're all doing their job. And when they do their job with Redline, you're seeing fantastic results. And so I'm just encouraged for that thing to continue to develop and evolve, over this next couple weeks of practice and over the course of the season. But, 3 for 17 is an awesome number for a defensive football team on 3rd down.
We'll finish up with Chris.
kind of pivoting from the X's and O's, you've been just a big proponent, advocate of the game day experience as a whole, asking fans to show up for the Wildcat Walk. Men's basketball was at the Meridian Bash today. The drone show, obviously didn't get to see it, but drone show with the Pride of Arizona. Just a little bit about what athletics has done as a whole to just enhance the game day experience this season.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Obviously, if someone was playing football in the parking lot at a Walmart, I'd show up and watch it. But I'm a football guy, you know. I love what they're doing here. Like, I think Desiree and her staff has worked really hard and been really creative. They've taken input from fans. They've done a whole bunch of work to, like, how do we make this as great of an experience for our fans as possible? I've heard the Bear Down Bash is awesome. I haven't, you know, it'd be weird if I was out there, like, having a beer, like, dancing, you know, like, pregame. Everybody would be like, what the hell is that guy doing here, I think. But I think I give the credit to them because less people are going to games across America. People are just like staying at home watching TV. You know what I mean? Don't want to get off their couch, whatever, traffic, whatever. To me, those people are missing the magic of a college football game. They're missing the pomp and circumstance. They're missing the pride of Arizona. They're missing the cheer squad. They're missing the Wildcat Walk. They're missing the game on the field and the energy in the stadium and the Zona Zoo, which was sold out tonight. I mean, that part of it is really special, really special. And I think at a day and time when everybody's looking for experience, like a high value experience, there's nothing better than a college football game in Arizona Stadium.
Thank you, everybody.
Bear down.
Bear down indeed. All right, that is your head coach, Brent Brennan. And that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. I'd like to thank everybody that was involved in our broadcast today. It's always a very long day. J.W. Madden was the producer for our Meridian Wealth Management Arizona Game Day pregame show. David Amata, Dragon Ball, produced the Arizona Wildcats football game tonight with Kansas State. Dusty Dale did so on the FM side, K-Hit 107.5. Thanks as well to Priscilla Mugwa, who ran the controls on the video side tonight, as well as out high school football. Congratulations to South Point Catholic on a big win and everybody else that got a victory tonight. Once again, your final score in front of 40,051 at the stadium. Arizona 23, Kansas State 17. Don't forget, Carolina Panthers football. We are your official home. We'll have the game against the Arizona Cardinals Sunday with pregame coverage beginning at noon. Tetro McMillan and Lathan Ransom. You can hear them right here. For Kelvin Efon and Glenn Howe, my name is David Kelly. That's our time for tonight. Thank you very much for your time. We'll talk to you on Monday. DK on the Sports Tip right here at 3 o'clock. This is Wildcats Radio 1290. One more time from the stadium.
Arizona,
but most financial advisors are put in a box. I'm Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I want to provide you a little insight about financial advisors. Most financial advisors have to sell what their company requires them to sell, and many advisors have to only adhere to what's called a suitability standard. A suitability standard is a limited standard of care, not required.